There are 3 easy steps in creating your resume link. Let me show you how.
Step 1. Register. Go to www.jobs180.com using any browser and click Register Now. Fill out all the information needed. In choosing your resume link, use your full name so that it looks professional and it's easy to recall by potential employers. For example, Antonio1delacruz.jobs180.com. Step 2. Create and design. When creating your resume, make sure to complete your personal information and upload your profile picture. One of the highlights of the resume link is the portfolio section. In the portfolio section, you can show off your skills by uploading samples of your work like documents, pictures, videos, and your social media links.
Your resume link also features different themes and you can upload a cover photo. This is a combination of a cover letter and a social network cover photo. Here is an example. You can also download a copy of your resume link and print it. Step 3. Apply for a job. There are many ways to apply with your resume link.
First is browsing the job recommendations in your Jobs 180 dashboard.
If you're qualified, click Submit Resume Link. So what are you waiting for? Dress up your next generation resume, stand out brightly among the competitive job seekers in the market, and win the heart of your future employers using Resume Link.
In less than a year, we turned 100 years. Let's bring you up to speed with what we've been up to. New buildings, structures, and open spaces, allowing every student of every grade level their own learning space. We look forward to present to you the Centennial Building in 2019 and the JRU Lipa in 2020. And most importantly, a faculty that continues to learn with graduate degrees and doctorates who pass on their knowledge to our students.
This is JRU.
In kindergarten, your child's readiness and foundation skills are developed to be ready for the primary grades.
I get to learn and play at the same time. This is JRU.
JRU offers elementary school education that exceeds the national standards and prepares every pupil for a successful high school life.
I love doing experiments. It's a lot of fun. This is JRU.
Here at junior high, we are taught to do critical and analytical thinking, as well as the Rizalian values.
This is JRU.
Here in senior high school, we have 4 different tracks to choose from. Academic track, Tech Book track, Arts and Design track,
Sports track. This is JRU.
Our undergraduate programs are designed to develop well-rounded students who will be the future leaders of the nation.
The university continues to partner with captains of industry in specialized programs that gives us, JRU students, the decisive edge in the job market.
This is JRU.
The José Rizal University Graduate School develops leaders and industry forerunners through a culture of research and innovation built on a commitment to good education.
This is JRU.
The JRU Law School has an outstanding complement of professors that make up the law faculty.
It is dominated by members of the judiciary, but also includes professionals from various undertakings.
Its facilities compare with the best that are available.
This is JRU.
Here at José Rizal University,
we care about good education.
Good morning, people. Welcome to Marketing Me. We are live today for José Rizal University. So today we will be joined by speakers from ADP, Transcom, and CDO Foodsphere. Before we start, we'd like to invite everyone for the prayer followed by the national anthem.
Kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
Kayang magiliw, pero sa sinakalan, alam ng puso, sa titik mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, kuya ka ng magiting, sa manlulupin, di ka pasisigil, sa nagatak tutok sa simoy at sa langit ng pagaw, ay hinatang tulakaw,
Now, to officially start today's session, we'd like to invite Dr. Miguel M. Carpio, Vice President for Academic Affairs, to give us his opening remarks. Hi, Dr. Carpio. We'll put you on spotlight.
Okay, thank you. Hi, Chari. Thanks a lot. Good morning, a pleasant morning to all, especially to our official partners, Jobs 180. This career webinar for fourth year students is really something that I'm sure all our students, graduating students, are looking forward to. And I'm pretty sure that they are preparing notes to be able to take care of what is going to happen right after their graduation this year. There are four speakers today, and I'd also like to thank each and every one of them. No, I'll just mention the names, but later on, of course, they'll be properly introduced. Of course, Jobs 180, Mr. Kim Chua. We also have Miss Alaya C. Binuya, also Mr. Mark Anthony Denila, and Miss Kathy Claire Velasquez. I'd like to thank you for making sure that you're part of the program, in making sure that our fourth year graduating students are well informed of what needs to be done right after when they've actually landed a job. It's really very important. There is no denying that graduates should spend time planning their careers. It may be taken for granted at this point in time, but a wise graduating candidate would already have this in mind. I would further say a really worthwhile approach to planning one's career. Needless to say, efforts along with career planning should already occupy a great chunk of a graduate's thought processes. Goal setting is an advantage, and doing this earlier, even if we all know that by time or through the years, some goal setting may change, but at least it's better if you start early. Graduates may also find themselves diversifying in different fields. What I mean is in a field away or related to what it is that they've acquired as a formal degree in college. And that's okay. But for at least the avenues that are open to you and be able to really work towards getting what you're interested in. And that's fine. So there are a lot of topics covered this morning, which I believe you'd really be um, taking down notes so that you prepare yourself for this. Here we look at the possibility of continuing education as well, which could possibly add to an individual's qualifications. Also, for purposes of today's discussion, as I've said earlier, I encourage you, dear students, to acquire the learnings, as this would certainly be a way for you to be prepared as you face up to many challenges that await you in the world of work. And mind you, the world of work may not be easier said, but when you're there, several options will be open. And it's good that you're prepared early. At this point, let me express my profound gratitude to our Guidance and Testing Office, our Director, Ms. Lorraine Parangue, and the GTO personnel as well, Ms. Mean Go and Mac Abad, for organizing this career webinar for fourth year students. See, especially for you graduating students. I wish all of you the very best and have a productive day, everyone. Maraming salamat, and I wish you all the luck. Thank you and a pleasant morning.
Thank you for that, Dr. Carp. You have a great day as well. Thank you, sir. All right. So to our audience, thank you for joining us this morning, and thank you for being on time. We're seeing your comments. May we please ask our audience to put this as part of their attendance in the comment section. Please put degree program dash full name. So for example, that is BSBA dash Juan de la Cruz. Ayan. So that is a comment coming from a request coming from the guidance office po. Please, if you're watching this video now and your friends are not here, please tag them and please share this video with them. The attendance will be released at the end of the event. All right. So here is our schedule for this morning. Number 1, online applications using resume link that will be presented by jobs180.com. Next is your hard. What's next after onboarding? Will be presented by ADP Philippines. Entrepreneurship as a career choice to be presented by Transcom, and the importance of work-life balance to be presented by CDO Foodsphere. So to our audience, the comment section is open. So later after the speakers talk, we will address all of your questions. So what's going to happen is that if you come up with a question in mind, if there's something that you want to clarify, put it in the comment section and then babalikan natin yan. Alright? Okay. So let's go to our first speaker. Our first speaker for this morning is Sir Chua. He is the Managing Director for jobs180.com. He has 20 years of experience in sales, marketing, business development, customer service, operations, business process, and human resources. He is a trusted resource speaker and he has done over 1,000 career development seminars in more than 400 plus colleges and universities nationwide. Sir Kim, if you're ready, the floor is yours. Please take it away.
Allow me to share to you how to make a job-winning resume. Yan. A lot of you are now looking for a job and exploring for the next chapter in your life. I hope that this session will be able to help you. No? Not only you, but the people that you know that needs help in terms of how to make a job-winning resume. Yan. So yan na tinatawag nating resume link. A lot of platforms right now, mga online platforms, are being offered left and right. But for you to know paano to magiging job-winning tool or job-winning resume to, meron akong checklist. So go with me, with all these checklists. Your checklist should include the following. Number 1, kailangan mag-stand out ka. When you look for a job, you have to be able to stand out. Because if you're not going to be able to stand out, then I think you'll just be part of the crowd. You'll be one of the next applicant na wala lang, na hindi mapapansin. Another thing that should be in your checklist is that you should only have one file. Hindi dapat maraming files na iba-iba sinesend sa mga companies. Mas maganda, isang file lang para pag sinend mo, lahat ng details mo nandoon na. Another thing in your checklist is that it should make the process more efficient. Ibig sabihin, mas mabilis mag-submit, mas mabilis makita ng HR, at mas mabilis kayo makontak for possible next steps na or possible job offer na. Now, another thing in my checklist is that dapat tipid ito, wala itong gastos. The tool that I will show you today, wala itong gastos. Libre po ito. At higit sa lahat, itong pinaka-importante sa lahat, this should be in your checklist. The tool should be secured. Okay? More than anything, importante talaga ang data. Pero ang data ninyo, dapat yung protectionan. And using this tool, this is the most secured resume kung tawagin. Bakit siya tinawag na most secured resume? Let me go through the next slides na. Okay? Ito ang tinatawag na resume link. Okay? A personalized URL for anyone can open online anytime. I will use an example para makarelate kayo. If you are John Santos, ang link mo or resume link mo pwede maging johnsantos.jobs180.com. Ganun lang kasimple. At yan na po ang resume link nyo. So how do you make one? Go with me through the 3 simple steps. First step is you have to register. Absolutely, wala tong bayad. Libre po ito. How do you register? You go to the website of jobs180.com. That's www.jobs180.com at dun ka mag-register on the upper right side of your screen. Now, as you do that, you have to put the basic information. Okay? So, alam nyo na ano mga information yan. Hindi ko na isa-isahin. Babawasan nyo naman at alam nyo naman ano dapat ilagay. Now, as you create your account, you have to use a valid email. Okay? Now, before we go to the email, paalala ko lang, sa mga nag-isip sa inyo, paano kung hindi ako si John Santos, ano gagawin kong resume link? O yan, baka nag-isip kayo eh. So, if ever lang, meron kang kapangalan, okay, just so happen na may ibang John Santos na nauna sa inyo, ano mangyayari? Magkakaroon doon na red na box, sasabihin niya, this name has already been taken. Huwag kayong malungkot. Pag taken na, okay lang, just be creative. Pwede mo gawin, baliktarin mo. Gawin mo Santos John jobs180.com o kaya J Santos o kaya Santos J o kaya JS o kaya SJ. Depende kung ano gusto mo gawin. Basta importante, wala kang kapangalan. Okay? Wala kang kapareho. Now, when you do this, wag kayong OA. Do not create yung mga ganong klaseng over creative na mga resume link because it doesn't look professional. Imagine submitting to a company with your resume link that says eljablo.jobs180.com. Hindi yan mukhang professional. Okay? Now, when you register, please use a valid email. Ito yung emphasis ko lang sa pag-create nyo ng account na dapat gamitin yung email, yung nabubuksan yung email, kagaya ng Gmail, Yahoo, or any email na nabubuksan nyo. Do not create, example lang yung mga email na kagaya ng ganito. Patricia@facebook.com na email. Huwag kang gagamit ng Joseph@facebook.com na email to register. In short, huwag mong gagamitin yung @facebook.com na email. Because if you use @facebook.com na email, you will no longer be able to receive notification being sent to you by the companies as well as jobs180.com. Importante po na nabubuksan nyo yung email nyo kasi kailangan mo i-verify yung account mo. Okay? It is very important that you verify your account as a proof na ikaw nag-register at pangalawa, para ikaw yung makapag-apply. If you don't do this, if you don't verify, walang mangyayari sa account nyo. Okay? So sayang lang. So you have to verify to finish the first step. Okay? How do you verify? Just open your email, look for the link, click mo yung verify, you're done with the first step. Okay? Tapos na yung first step. Ano yung first step? Register. Wala tong bayad. Let's go to the second step. Ang second step, ang pinaka-logical sa lahat. Kailangan kompletong detalye nyo. So how do you do that? You go back again to your account by going to the website of jobs180.com. This time, hindi mo kailangan mag-register. Ang gagawin mo, mag-log in. Pag login mo, lagay mo dito yung email nyo or resume link nyo, kayo lang may alam yan, at lalo na yung password nyo, na kayo lang talaga may alam yan. So when you do that, you now go inside your account. Pag nasa loob na kayo ng account nyo, ano gagawin nyo? Mabilis na lang ito. Fill in the blanks. Okay? Now, I don't have to go through all the information here because definitely, alam mo naman pag sinabi ditong name, malamang pangalan nyo. Pag nakalagay dito address, malamang address nyo. Diba? So you put all the information ninyo dito. Okay, lagay nyo. Then, what else do you put in here? Importante po, lagay dito lahat ng posibleng paraan na pwede ka makontak ng isang HR. Kagaya ng social media account nyo. Diba? Hindi lang email tsaka phone number. Bakit? Most of the time, ano nangyayari? Okay, let me tell you. Marami sa inyo nilalagay nyo phone number nyo. Pero pag tinatawagan kayo ng HR, hindi nyo sinasagot, lalo na pag hindi mo kilala. Hala, sino kaya ito? Hindi mo sagutin. Diba? Kasi takot kayo, baka nagsascam or whoever yung tumatawag. So ano mangyayari sa mga HR? Mag-i-email kami ngayon sa inyo. But you don't open email more often that you open your social media account. So I recommend lahat ng posibleng paraan na pwede ka makontak na isang HR, ilagay mo dito. Kagaya ng mga Facebook nyo or Twitter nyo para mabilis kayo makapag-PM, private message, makapag-invite for the next step. Okay? What else do you put here? You also put here your work options, yung mga work experience nyo. Pagdating po sa work options, you can see on the screen, you have 4 options na pwede nyo pagpilian. Parang switch lang yan. Yes, no switch, on, off switch. So you can choose here, example, looking for OJT, lagay mo yes if you're looking for OJT right now. And later on, pag hindi na, turn it off. Edi lagay mo na no. Diba? So depende yan kung anong mas trip nyo or anong mas pasok dun sa hinahanap nyo right now. What the system will do is it will try to match you with companies who are also looking for the same profile with what you have. Yan yung kagandahan ng tool natin. Hindi mo kailangan mag door-to-door para mag-submit ng resume link ninyo. Okay? What else do you put here? You put here your school under education. Even later on, okay, pagka-graduate nyo, you can also put here your schools. Yung mga nag-take pa kayo ng further studies, pwede mo rin ilagay dito. Okay, so walang limit sa space yan. Pagdating pa sa seminars attended, ganun din. Kahit gano'ng karami, pwede nyo ilagay dito. Kahit magkopyahan pa kayo. Just make sure lang alam mo yung seminar na yon. Kaya baka matanong ka sa interview. Pagdating po sa certification, ganun din. Put all the certification programs that you've had, you put it here. Okay? When it comes to the achievement, do not limit your achievement only inside the school. Hindi lahat na nakikinig ngayon ay Dean's Lister. Hindi kayo lahat dito ay honor student. Diba? Ayan, nag-agree marami sa inyo. So, hindi lang po ang achievement nakabase sa academic excellence. Some of you are student leaders. So, if you're active sa school, you also put it here kung ano yung mga pinagkakaabalahan nyo. And hindi lang sa loob ng school, even outside the school. If you're active in your barangay, halimbawa, isa kang tanod, ilagay mo dyan. Diba? Yan yung mga achievement ninyo. So, you put it here. Bakit? Because what you're doing now is you're trying to market yourself more effectively to that prospective company. Okay? Now, when it comes to the skills and languages, ito yung common observation namin mga HR. Pagdating sa skills, nilalagay mo lang na skills yung mga umiikot lang sa course nyo. Hindi porkat communication arts ang course mo, com arts lang ang skills na alam mo. Hindi porkat engineering ang course mo, ang alam mo lang na skill ay pang engineering. Hindi porkat tourism or HRM ang course mo, ang alam mo lang na skill ay pang tourism at pang HRM. Maybe some of you are into multimedia, into photography, into videography, into something else, arts, crafts, whatever. Lahat ng yan, skills nyo yan. Remember, what you're doing here is you're marketing yourself more effectively. Kaya kung ako sa inyo, ilagay mo dito lahat ng skills na alam ninyo. Pagdating po sa languages, ganun din. Huwag mong ilimit yan sa dalawang lengguwahe lang. Because I'm sure alam nyo na yung dalawa. Kung dalawa lang talaga alam nyo, din dalawa lang. Ano tong dalawang to? English and Tagalog or Filipino. Okay? Now, if you know other local dialect, Bisaya, Kapampangan, Sabacano, Ilonggo, you can also put it here. If you know foreign languages, German, French, Chinese, Japanese, diba, Korean, pwede mo ilagay dyan. Okay? Walang limit sa space yan. When it comes to the references, sigurado ko yung mga references nyo, kilala nyo. Ang malaking tanong dito kayo ba'y kilala nila? Sana oo, di ba? Kasi madalas pag tumatawag kami sa mga references nyo, hindi kayo maalala. So please tell them, ginawa nyo silang reference para at least they know what to tell about you. Okay? Now at this point, to make your life easier, kung sakali lang nakagawa ka na ng resume nyo in your Word file or maybe in your doc file, depende kung anong file nyo, PDF file, whatever file you have. Kung nakagawa ka na ng resume nyo, simple na lang. Just copy all the information inside dito. Na ilagay mo sa loob ng resume link. Just transfer them here inside the resume link para maging secured yung data nyo. Okay? Kung bakit secured, I'll tell you as we go along. Okay? So yung mga sinabi ko, I think alam nyo na yan. Alam nyo na yan. Okay? Itong mga susunod kong papakita, ito yung mga amazing na portion. Let me start with the portfolio section. Ano yung portfolio section? This is the part where you now upload evidence of your skills. Example, ano ebidensya na graduate na kayo later on? Diploma, 'di ba? Transcript. Ano pa? Toga? Hindi ebidensya yung toga. Okay? Kung ano man meron nyo, 'di ba? Certificate, diploma, yan, ebidensya yan. Okay? Kung transcript of records is evidence na graduate na kayo. Ano ebidensya na wala kayong criminal record? NBI clearance, police clearance, 'di ba? Ano ebidensya na pwede ka pumunta sa ibang bansa? Passport, visa, lahat ng mga sinasabi mong mga skills mo or yung mga what you're claiming that you know, you can now support them here sa portfolio section by showing those documents. Diba? Anong ebidensya na ikaw ay healthy? Meron kang medical clearance. Anong ebidensya na pwede kang mag-drive ng sasakyan? Meron kang driver's license. Diba? So gets nyo na yung sinasabi ko. Ang point ko lang is you can now put the things here to support yung claim nyo of your skills. Now, you're starting to think, Sir, kung pare-pareho naman kaming graduate sa school namin, pare-pareho kami magkakaklase, same yung course namin, same yung school, same yung teachers, same yung curriculum, pare-pareho lang naman kami lahat, walang experience sa trabaho, how will we stand out? Ayan, di ba? Okay, ito ngayon yung isang magandang recommendation ko sa inyo on how you now stand out. You get your smartphones. Kunin mo yung mga smartphones nyo. Kung wala, manghiram sa kaibigan. Okay, hiram mo sa kaibigan mo. I-record mo yung selfie video mo. You say something interesting about yourself. Record it in about 30 seconds to 1 minute lang. Huwag na masyadong mahaba. Ano gagawin mo? Pretend that you are being interviewed by the HR. So you answer basic questions like, tell me something about yourself. O, di ba? Ano yung mga gasgas sa tanong natin? Why should we hire you? O, di ba? Just imagine na tinanong ka ng HR at sasagutin mo na lang siya. Ang maganda lang ngayon, recorded mo. So kung di mo type yung sagot, i-delete mo. Pag type mo, you save it. Then you upload it sa YouTube or sa Vimeo. Maraming mga video channel na libre, yung mga video converter sa online. Hanapin mo lang. And when you're done, you put that video link doon sa portfolio section nyo. O, di ba? This time, it will definitely make you stand out because depende na to sa diskarte mo on how you're going to present yourself. Okay? So I leave it up to you on how you do that. Now, another thing for you to do, na sure akong hindi to makokopya ng classmate mo, ay yung picture mo. Diba? So you put your profile picture here. Now, when it comes to the picture, hindi kailangan sobrang formal na formal. Hindi kailangan pumunta sa studio. Huwag na kayo gumastos. Ang importante dito, tumingin kayo sa camera. Plain background. Okay? Plain background, tumingin kayo sa camera. Wear something, of course. Wear something decent. Okay? Do not upload profile pictures that look like the right side of your screen. Yung mga sample na yan, hindi po maganda yung sample yan. Okay? So, huwag kayo maglagay ng mga ganun kasi mga sample ng profile picture. Now, another good thing pa, that will make you stand out using the resume link is your cover photo. Yes, a picture paints 1,000 words. Yan ang kasabihan na very, very applicable dito. A lot of you who are listening today, hindi kayo gifted with writing skills. Hirap kayo express ang inyong feelings at inyong thoughts into words. Hindi mo ma-type, hindi mo ma-sulat. Tama? Hirap tayo eh. Bakit? Hindi natural sa atin yan. Pero pagdating sa picture, kaya mo i-express yung inyong personality. Look at the examples I'm showing you. Look at the one on the left. Ano siya? Isa siyang ophthalmologist or optometrist. Sabi naman ng iba, eye expert. Di ba? Sa kanan, ano siya? Sabi ng iba, sir, parang IT. Sir, techie siguro kasi maraming gadget, pati stapler, gadget niya. Di ba? O sabi ng iba naman, sir, parang makalat. O depende na kung how you are going to interpret it. But the way I see it, itong taong to, multitasker. Okay? Another good example I'm showing you is this one. Someone from psychology, someone from neurologist, or maybe someone who knows left and right. Ganun lang kasimple. No? So depende yan how you're going to express yourself. Okay? Another good example pa, itong person na to, ang gusto niya sabihin, there's no shortcut to success. You will be able to reach your goal by taking one step at a time. O, di ba? So I'm showing you good examples. Hindi yan member na Akit Bahay Gang. Hindi rin po yan social climber, in case that's what you're thinking. So kung nagpakita ko ng magaganda example, I will also show you yung mga hindi magandang example para wag niyong gagayahin. Wag kayo magpapaka-misteryoso. Okay, make sure you put your picture there. Okay, kasi maraming pangalan ngayon interchangeable. Ako mismo, guilty ako dyan. My name is Kim. A lot of people think babae ako. Ako rin mismo, napagkakamala ko yung mga aplikante, pinakita ko, Chris, George, Alex, Sam. O, diba? Minsan isipin ko, Joey, lalaki. Yung pala, babae. Diba? So you better put your picture there para at least alam ng HR who to expect. Okay? Now, when you make your resume link, dapat may laman talaga yan. Kasi kung walang laman yan, ganyan itsura niyan, blanco. And how do you expect companies will look, or HR from companies will look at your profile if you submit to them resume links that look like this? It's like submitting a piece of a paper, bond paper, or long bond paper, short bond paper na walang laman except pangalan mo. And that's the same as this one. So hindi yan papansinin ng mga HR for sure. Okay? Sayang lang oras nyo tsaka oras ng HR. Kailangan attractive. Okay? When I say attractive or catchy, do not overdo it naman. Now, this is just in my opinion. In my opinion, I think this one is not a good example. Kasi ang dating niya parang tamad, parang happy-go-lucky, parang chill-chill lang, no? Parang ganoon na dating. So, I leave it up to you on how you'll be, expressing yourself na dito. Okay? So, sa mga personality nyo. Alam niyo na anong dapat nyo gawin at hindi nyo dapat gawin. So, showing a very good example is si eye expert. Tignan mo, lahat ng detalye niya, kompleto. Everything. From top to bottom, kompleto lahat ng details, including yung kanyang mga portfolio section na nagpapatunay na siya ay isang licensed ophthalmologist. Pinakita niya lahat ng mga posibleng hingiin pa sa kanya ng mga HR. So bakit ko sinabi sa inyo napapabilis yung buhay dito? Hindi lang buhay nyo. Pati buhay din ng HR napapabilis. Because once you submit all this information to that company, when the HR opens your resume link and sees everything about you, dalawa lang ang pwedeng mangyari niyan. One is, nahuli mo attention, gusto kanya ngayon kausapin or schedule for the next step like interview or possibly job offer, or hindi ka nag-fit. Yun yung second. Di ba? Para at least, ang maganda rito, hindi na pabalik-balik, hindi na siya tatawag para sabihin, hello ma'am, meron ka bang evidence na graduate ka na talaga sa school na yan? Can you send me your transcript? Diba? Can you send me yung mga evidence or yung mga sample skills or sample work mo kasi you are in IT or in graphic design, diba? Gets mo ibig ko sabihin. Wag nang pabalik-balik, sayang yung oras. Okay? Time is of the essence, lalo na ngayon. So you put everything there, at least pa nakita ng HR, diretso na kagad sa pag-process sa inyo. Okay? A lot of you are now thinking, sir, pag gumawa ako ng resume link at nilagay ko lahat ng information ko dyan, baka naman yung mga data ko nakakalat na sa buong mundo. Baka naman yung mga information ko nakalantad na sa buong internet. The answer is, no. Kaya nga siya tinawag na the most secured resume. Okay? Bakit siya tinawag na most secured resume? Because you have the ultimate control over your privacy settings. Follow the screen. Inside your dashboard, when you log in, you can go to your settings. Sa settings mo, to be specific, puntahan mo yung privacy settings. In your privacy settings, you choose the information that you want to show in public. Halimbawa lang you do not want to show your birthday. What do you do? Turn it off. Ayaw mo pakita yung address mo. What do you do? Turn it off. Ayaw mo pakita ang inyong references. What do you do? Turn it off. So lahat na naka-off, hindi lalabas sa public. At sino may control niyan? Kayo lang. O, di ba? Ang maganda pa rito, real-time update yan. Halimbawa, today, you decide not to show your birthday, your address, and references. And then 5 minutes later, you decide, sige, pakita ko na nga birthday ko. Turn it on. Real-time. 5 minutes later, the moment you save your settings, lahat na binigyan mo ng resume link, updated na rin sila real-time. As in real-time. Di ba? Ayos, di ba? Sige, tuloy natin. Tuloy pa natin to. So, reminders ko na lang sa mga late na dumating or kakakinig lang, when you make your resume link, make sure that your profile is interesting and attractive. Okay? Wag OA. Iba yung over naman yun. No? Wag naman ganun. So, make sure it's attractive, it's catchy. Complete all the information, especially your contact details. Kasi sayang naman lahat ng ginawa mo, nahuli mo attention, hindi ka makontak ng HR. So, better make sure nandyan yung mga contact details yun na updated. Okay? So, yan. So, tapos na tayo sa 2 steps. Last step na lang. Ano yung first step? Recap lang. First step is register. Wala tong bayad. Libre po yan. Second step is for you to complete the information. Yan ang pinaka-logical. And the last step now is for you to submit. So, you're now thinking, okay to paano ko gagamitin ngayon yung resume link? Bigyan kita ng iba-ibang paraan. Okay, lahat ito practical application para makarelate kayo. Unang option, pumunta ka sa website ng jobs180.com. That's www.jobs180.com, and that's where you now start to look for companies. Type the companies that you're looking for. Pag may lumabas, edi good. Pag walang lumabas, edi wala. Okay, wag din pilitin. Okay? Now, you can also see there a lot of companies, a lot of company logos that you can shop around, you can choose, learn about the company, and if you want to be part of the company, I recommend you submit your resume link kahit na hindi ka pa qualified. Let me repeat what I just said. If you want to be part of an organization, if you want to be part of that company, even if you are not yet qualified, I recommend you give your resume link to that company. Bakit? Imagine, kung ngayong hapon, ngayong araw, nag-submit ka ng resume link sa isang kumpanya na naghahanap ng 3 years experience na aplikante. Wala ka pang 3 years experience. Okay lang. Because nabigay mo na yung resume link mo sa kanya, pagdating ng 2024, siguro naman by that time, meron ka ng 3 years experience, di ba? Kasi nag-work ka na ngayon by 2021. By 2024, may 3 years experience ka na, pwede ka na ma-qualify dun sa position in-applyan mo. And you never know. That company might just contact you later on, provided that your details are still updated. So you have to update those information real time. Ayos ba? Ayos, di ba? Wala nang pabalik-balik. Hindi mo na kailangan magbalik-balik dun sa kumpanya para sabihin, nag-apply po ko sa inyo last year. Ako po yung OJT nyo 3 months ago. Wala lang ganun. Okay? Another practical application. When you submit your resumes through email, how do you do that? Madalas, ito ginagawa natin. Mag-email tayo sa sabihin natin, Dear HR Manager, I would like to apply for the following position. And this is my resume. Ano gagawin nyo? I-attach mo yung Word file mo or PDF file mo. Tama? If that is how you're doing it, wag mo nang gawin yon. Wag ka na mag-attach ng anything sa email. Pampabagal lang yan. Tsaka makaluma na yung style na yan. Bakit ko sinabi yon? Kasi hindi mo na kailangan talaga mag-attach ng anything. Ang gagawin mo, i-type mo na lang doon sa email mo yung resume link mo. Example, Dear HR Manager, I would like to apply for the following position. And this is my resume. In this example, Antonio Juan de la Cruz, 01.jobs180.com. That's it. Submit. I look forward to your information soon. Thank you. Send. Every time meron kang babaguhin sa details mo, hindi mo na kailangan padalhan yung HR. Kasi kung ginagamit mo mga attachment, ang kulit niyan Ang kulit, saka nakapagod. Ano gagawin mo pag nagbago ka ng phone number? Dear HR Manager, this is now my updated resume. Mamaya-maya, 2 weeks later, nagpalit ka ng phone number. Ano gagawin mo? Dear HR Manager, this is now my updated, most recent resume. O di ba? Every time meron kang babaguhin, padala ka na padala doon sa HR. Nakakapagod yan, hindi lang sa part nyo, kundi sa part din namin sa mga HR to keep track which one yung pinaka-updated na details. So this time, wala na kailangan. Palit-palit na lang kayo ng details nyo, update-update na lang sa loob ng resume link. Ayos ba? Ayos pa. Okay, tuloy pa natin to. Okay? If you want to print your resume, this is now the good news. You can now print your resume link. No matter how much information you have, the system will try to compress everything into one page. So kung gusto mo talaga mag-print ng papel at mag-submit sa mga kumpanya, walang kaso. Pumunta ka lang sa dashboard mo, hanapin mo yung print na option at mamili ka kung 1 column or 2 column version ang gusto mo i-print. What the system will do is it will try to compress everything into one page para tipid na. O, di ba? Now, usapang tipid. Ito mas tipid pa. Gusto mo mag-print ng resume pero gusto mo magtipid. Ito gawin mo. Gumawa ka ng resume link card. Ano tong resume link card? Sa isang pirasong long bond or short bond paper, mag-design ka ng maraming resume link card. No, maliliit lang, parang business card na dating. In one piece of paper, I think you can make 10, 20 sets of cards. Depende sa size ng papel mo. At ang importante na ilagay mo dyan sa resume link card mo ay syempre ang inyong resume link. Diba? So, hindi mo na kailangan ilagay lahat ng details mo sa resume sa loob ng maliit na papel. Lagay mo lang resume link mo. And that is what you now give to the companies when you start applying. Look at the picture I'm showing you. Diba? Tipid. Hindi lang tipid. Secured pa. Tingnan nyo. If you submit yung big paper resume nyo, long bond paper, sinubmit mo sa isang kumpanya, nag-apply ka. For some reason, nilipad ng hangin. Yung nakapulot ng papel na yan, alam na buong detalye mo because everything is in that one-page printout. Now, if you lose that small piece of paper, don't worry. Meron kang peace of mind. Bakit? Yung mga kapulot niyan, limited sa privacy settings mo because you have the ultimate control over your privacy settings kahit na i-type niya yan sa browser. Okay? So, ang recommend ko rin sa mga nakikinig, use the gadget. Take advantage of the technology. Use your gadget, your laptop, your cell phone, your tablet, kung ano man. Okay? Para ngayon kasi, with this day and age, technology na ang gamitin natin. Kung mano-mano pa rin kayo, wala kayong gadget, okay lang. Huwag kayong malungkot. You can still submit to the companies by just simply writing the resume link on a piece of paper. As simple as that. Okay? So, again, sa mga nagtatanong, ano yung mga guidelines ko para makagawa ako ng job-winning resume? Ito yung guideline ko. Ito yung checklist ko. Are you using the right tool? That's the ultimate question. There are so many tools right now, but these are the things that you should consider when you make your resume. And that is the resume link. It already addresses the following. Number one, security ng information mo. I hope by this time, you have peace of mind. Ito na ang pinaka-secure na information because you have the ultimate control over your privacy setting. Pangalawa, the speed of hire becomes faster. It becomes more efficient because whatever you need, whatever the HR needs, you can already put it inside the resume link. Another thing is that it's flexible. If you want to print, just in case lang gusto mo talaga mag-print ng resume nyo, you have the option to print it. And you don't have to worry about saan ko sinave yung file na yan, saan ko tinago, wala nang ganun. Just log into your account and print. Mamili ka lang kung 1 column or 2 column version. At higit sa lahat, wala po itong bayad. Tipid po ito. Walang bayad. Okay? Ang kailangan mo lang, of course, internet. Sa mga nag-iisip sa inyo, sir, kailangan ko ng pan-data, pwede ka naman makakonect sa internet na walang data eh. Punta ka sa libreng wifi. Di ba? Baka yung kapitbahay nyo may libreng wifi, o makagamit ka muna. Later on, pag may trabaho ka na, may sweldo na, bayaran mo yung wifi niya. O, di ba? Bawi-bawi lang yan. No? Give and take. And there are a lot more benefits to just what I've mentioned. Marami pang iba. You can share your resume link to whatever platform you want to share it to. Gusto mo i-text? Gusto mo siya i-private message? Gusto mo i-send via Viber? Kayo bahala. Pwede mo i-share. Basta kayo may control. Ganun lang kasimple. No? Kung hindi mo ito binigay sa kahit kanino, hindi malalaman to nung taong yon. And you don't have to save it to whatever USBs or hard drive. No need na. Wala rin tong mga tipong version na kailangan pa mag-compatible. Walang ganun. Lahat ito compatible. Pwede lahat. Okay? So, shout out na lang ako. Shout out to all our school partners. By the grace of God, right now, we have about 400 plus colleges and university partners nationwide, including your alma mater. So, thank you. We're very thankful for this opportunity that we're able to do this kahit tayo nasa loob ng bahay, kahit kayo ay nasa loob ng bahay. So, hindi tayo physically nagpe-present, pero nakakatulong pa rin tayo, especially if you have friends or relatives whom you think would need this tool. Please share this to them. Okay? Sa mga nagtatanong naman ng mga frequently asked questions, sasagutin ko na. Ito kasi yung mga common questions na kadalasan tinatanong sa akin. Ang tanong, can I give my resume link to companies who do not know about jobs180.com? The answer is absolutely yes. It depends kung sino ang bibigyan mo. Ikaw may ultimate control niyan. Okay? Pangalawang question, is this the same as other job platform like LinkedIn, JobStreet, iba pang mga job site? The answer is no. Meron tong dalawang major difference. Yes. Lalo na pagdating sa security. Okay. Of course, explain lang ako Okay. With respect to the other sites that I've mentioned, Let me just use job street as an example para lang mas makarelate, no? Para makarelate. You can only use job street resume if you're applying to companies who are also using job street. If you're applying to a company who is not using job street, you cannot use your job street resume anymore. With your resume link, you can use this to any type of company, any platform, wherever they are. Kahit sa loob ng Pilipinas or sa labas ng Pilipinas, pwede mong applyan. Kahit hindi niya alam ang Jobs on 80, basta alam niya ang resume link mo, pwede niya mabuksan ang profile at makita according to your settings. That's the first difference. Pangalawang difference, kung nabigay mo na, kung na-submit mo na ang job street resume mo sa isang company, wala ka nang pwedeng baguhin. Lahat ng data mo nandun na yan sa HR. Yes. Hindi na magbabago yan real time. With your resume link, na-submit mo today, mali pala number mo, na-submit mo today, mali pala yung spelling mo, you can always edit it. Enter, save it. Real-time update. Lahat ng bigyan mo ng resume link, updated real-time. Ayos? Okay, tuloy tayo sa number 3 question. Number 3 question is the easiest question. Ang tanong dito is, can I keep my information secured? I hope by this time, na-convince ko na kayo na ito na ang pinaka-secured na platform. Okay? That's the reason why I'm sharing this to you. Okay? Number 4, I think this is the most important question. How often should you update your resume link? Ang sagot dito, hindi araw-araw, hindi linggo-linggo, hindi buwan-buwan, hindi taon-taon. Ang sagot dito ay every time. Every time na meron kayong babaguhin, lalo na ang contact details nyo. Yan ang importante. You have to update your contact details every time na meron kayong papalitan doon. Kasi yan yung paraan para makontak kayo ng mga companies. And the last question is just a trivia. Why is this called jobs180.com? This is called jobs180.com because we want to turn your life around. Yan, di ba? 180 degrees. Hindi siya 360. Kasi kung 360, bumalik ka lang kung saan ka galing. Di balik-balik ka lang, balik-balik ka lang, balik-balik ka lang. Di wala nangyari. Di ba? So you have to do it 180 degrees. It's a straight line towards your career goal. Okay? Just in case may tanong pa kayo, nahiya magtanong, pumunta lang kayo sa website namin, sa jobs180.com, or email us, email me, here sa info@jobs180.com. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, follow us on Instagram para makakuha kayo ng mga latest trends in recruitment. Okay? Again, my name is Kim Chua. Don't forget yung wa. Okay? Baka Kim Chu lang maalala nyo. Na nagsasabing, be safe at isang magandang araw po sa inyong lahat. Thank you.
Thank you for that, Sir Kim. So to our audience, we are now opening the floor for questions. Kung meron kayong tanong kay Sir Kim, put it in the comment section. Sir, I'll go first. Sir, we have a scheduled job fair for JRU coming April 27. May we know what will happen on that day?
Okay. So for those who are excited na to go for the virtual career fair on April 27, we and together with our partners, JRU is organizing an event for you para mas mabilis yung buhay. No? Kahit nasa bahay kayo, you can explore for opportunities. So what will happen? Number 1, when you create your resume link, you will be getting an invitation. That invitation will pop up in your resume link dashboard. So all you need to do is just click join. Of course, if you're interested to join, just click join. And we encourage you to click join so you experience this virtual career fair. Now, once you click on join, later on, you'll be getting reminders for the link and also for what to prepare. No? And then we'll see each other na on that day itself. So, ganun yung mangyayari. Now, aside from that, when you have a resume link, other than the job fair, ang maganda is you'll be getting notifications na from the companies. So, you could be processed earlier, not only on that day. Because some of you are thinking, matagal pa naman yung April 27 eh. Diba? Next month pa yun eh. Diba? Tsaka na lang ako gagawa ng resume link ko. Now, ako recommend ko, ngayon pa lang gawin nyo na yan. Kasi the moment you start finishing your profile sa resume link mo, you'll be getting invitations na for possible opportunities. So, diba? Marami ng chances, marami ng pintuan na nag-open. Ayan. So, it's all for you. Ayan. So, I hope na-answer kita tanong.
So, sir, may we clarify? Yeah. On April 27, madami pong employers, madami pong companies na magpa-process ng applications real time. I mean, on that day o sa event na yon.
Okay. On that day itself, what will happen is we're giving the companies a chance to meet you, as in on that, and vice versa. Kayo rin, you have the chance to meet them, meet, greet, and do whatever you want, no, with the companies. You can interview them, o baliktad, 'di ba? Kayo aplikante, kayo mag-interview sa kanila. Learn more about the company, check out opportunities, and then go to different breakout rooms. So may kanya-kanya siyang mga breakout rooms na pwede niyo i-explore. Doon niyo sila kausapin, and then you can decide later on, no, if you will pursue yung application niyo or hindi. Pero ang maganda doon sa event na yon, these companies, marami sigurado, because when they hear about JRU, you're one of the most sought after schools that they are looking for, no? Lalo na ngayon graduation season, they are targeting your school, no, to hire people from JRU. So expect nyo maraming companies yan sasali, no? Pero bago kayo maka-expect ng anything, gumawa muna kayo ng resume link, kasi kung hindi, wala rin kayo, everything that I'm telling you about, you will not be experiencing it. So you create one and you'll see what I'm saying. You take it one step at a time. Create one, you get the invitation, you click the join button, join that event, and then the next will follow na. Ayan. Okay? So we'll see you there sa Virtual Career Fair on April 27.
Alright, thank you for that, sir. So to our audience, yung link na sinasabi ni Sir Kim, that's where you see the registration, vacancies for the partners, sino yung mga partners sa sali, that will all be available at schools.jobstraining.com/JRU. That's the one flashing on your screen right now. So first step is to create a resume link. You can create it using that link, and then we will be sending the exclusive link to that event only to those who registered. Ayan.
Tama.
Sa mga nag-register lang. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
tama yan. Nagsuscroll ngayon, no? Nakita nyo nagsuscroll dyan sa screen? Ayan. Type
Ayan,
nyo na
sir.
yan. Pwede na kayo
Siguro sir, last na lang po na item for this event today is siguro yung yung internal vacancies kung meron po over at
we have a lot of internal hiring right now sa jobs180.com. All the positions that we're offering, these are for virtual setting, no? Work from home tayo pa rin. So one is for doon muna tayo sa pang OJT muna tayo. Ayan. So kung meron kayong mga kaibigan, meron kayong mga friends, kaibigan na, friends pa, 'di ba? Talagang close na close kayo niyan. Mga kaibigan na, friends pa, kamag-anak, or whoever that you think would like to explore for OJT or for internship opportunities, you can check us out sa jobs180.com/jobs180. Ayan. Or you can go to the link that is being flashed on the screen right now. Go to your school career portal. That is schools with an S, schools.jobs180.com/JRU. Pagpunta mo dun sa page na yon, hanapin nyo ang Jobs 180, then you'll be able to see those OJT opportunities. Now, similarly din, no, if you want to submit your application, no, your resume link ninyo, pwede rin kayo mag-email. Ayan, kung gusto niyo mag-email, no, pwede rin. Send us your resume link sa info.jobs180.com. Email ito. info@jobs180.com. Doon niyo ipadala. Okay? Now, for full-time positions, meron kaming for IT. So, if you know anyone who is in the web development field, yan, padala nyo yan. Recommend nyo sa amin or refer nyo sila sa amin. You can also inform people who are into customer support or customer service. Marami kami mga full-time positions available right now. So, kahit na pandemic pa rin tayo, marami tayong tinatry ibigay na opportunity, no, sa maraming mga tao pa rin. Ayan. Okay? So, there.
Thank you for that, sir. Have a great day. Our next speaker is up.
Thank you. Be safe, everyone. Bye-bye.
All right. So next up, discussing your hard. What's next after onboarding? We have Ms. Kissa Alaya C. Binuya, Talent Acquisition Business Partner for ADP. Ms. Kissa is a marketing graduate and currently an HR marketing professional working in ADP Philippines for almost 4 years with multifaceted skills and experience in branding, digital marketing, events, content production, and project management. Top 3 in the Registered Marketing Professional 2018 exam, and on weekends, she's an active outdoor enthusiast. Ms. Kissa?
Hello, good morning.
Hi, ma'am.
May up na?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am,
Okay.
can we test your
Okay.
share screen? Oh, yan. Up na.
All good?
Loading na lang.
Okay.
Yes. Ma'am, your presentation is up. You're visible. I leave you to it. You have 20 minutes. I'll be back for Q&A. Thank you, Ms. Kissa.
Okay, thank you. I only have 20 minutes, so I'm gonna just jump right through it. Fresh graduates guide to entering the corporate workforce, the corporate world. So as you all know, dun sa intro nga, I've been with ADP for 3.5 years already. And then right out of college, ito na yung first job ko talaga. So I think I would be parang a very reliable resource person in terms of sharing with you my experiences as a fresh graduate transitioning into the workforce. And it's not easy, but it's very exciting. So I'm just gonna give you 5 tips that you can easily apply. Right. So first, absorb the company culture. Pagpasok niyo sa company, di ba, very excited kayo and very eager kayo to share what you know. But in reality, we still don't know much in terms of how do this certain company runs itself. Ano ba yung kailangan for that job, or how should you act? Okay, so as much excited as we are, the first thing that we should do is to observe and then absorb the company culture. So when I say company culture, it could be as small as let's during team meetings. Ang culture ba ito, dapat 5 minutes before the meeting, pasok na kayo, or yung iba medyo nalilate pa, or at the end of the meeting, dapat ba nagmi-minutes of the meeting kayong lahat? Or what if you have an idea, okay? You think you have a good idea and you want to pursue that idea to create a project. So do you have the flexibility to do that? Or feeling nyo medyo marami pa siyang approvals na kailangan before you implement a certain project? Or sino ba yung mga magfa-friends, di ba, pagpasok sa group? Sino ba yung mga magfa-friends doon? Ano ba yung dynamics nila as friends? Ano ba yung dynamics ng entire team? So there's a lot of things that you still don't know about that team, about the culture of that company. Okay, so just a quick share lang. When I was in college kasi, usually very poker face lang ako and not the smiley type. So, nung nandun ako sa first week ko dun sa ADP, hindi ako masyadong smile. So, parang ganyan lang ako. Very poker face. And then, I heard this feedback. Kasi diba, pag HR, usually, they're really, friendly. Kasi dapat people person ka kasi you get to interact with different types of people, diba? From corporate. Eh ako, yun ako, the smiley face type. So, nakarinig ako ng feedback. Parang, no, what if mag-smile ka more? Kasi it will make you more approachable. Kasi yung naging impression sa akin na hindi daw ganun ka-approachable. So, ayun. Yun. So, yun yung culture kasi dun sa team na yun, dun sa HR. So, ang advice ko, get to know the people and then try to learn more about their personalities, yung interest nga nila, yung dynamics. Kasi you have to adapt to the way they do things. Kasi ikaw yung bago dun sa company na yun. And you can only adapt to how they do current things by being aware what are those culture that you have to adapt to. Kasi if you adapt, you will feel more included. Work transactions so will be a lot easier. Tapos mas magaan yung loob nila to do business with you. Ayan. So next is be a sponge. So for me, ginawa ko kasi, meron akong notebook. Maliit na notebook lang siya, very handy. So it's very important for you to be a sponge and learn as much as you could, even though hindi siya related sa job description mo. Kasi first time mo mag-work, so marami ka pang hindi alam. So kahit gaano karaming natutunan niyo sa college when it comes to the workforce or when it comes to the different subjects, that's only theoretical. And for this time, real world ka na. Okay? So ang ginawa ko, I looked for that one person who I think is very passionate to share. Okay? Tapos, halimbawa, may meetings kami or during trainings. So, yung mga magagaling magsalita, I make sure na I have this notebook. Tapos, pag may narinig ako na smart-sounding words, I make sure to write it down. Ayun. Kasi para, dun, pag may talk ako, I could use it. Kapag gagawa ako ng email, parang very professional sounding. Okay? Kasi that's something na hindi nyo matututunan sa school kasi very real life na yung corporate. Tapos, I even interview some people on their best practices. So, ang department ko is talent acquisition. Pero, as you can see, yung experience ko, very multifaceted. So, I have experience in marketing, in events. Kasi, natutunan ko siya kung paano siya gawin by being a sponge. So, one time, nakakwentuhan ko yung manager ng events for ADP. And then, natanong ko lang siya casually. Parang, 2,000 lahat yung associates natin. So, how do you manage to host events for 2,000 people? Parang overwhelming na isip ko pa lang. So, ang advice niya, sabi niya, parang may template lang naman siya, may checklist, and then try to work on those lists one at a time. So, parang very, very practical yung tip niya. And then, from then, natutunan ko siya gawin. So, every time I create or I organize an event, meron na akong yung standard checklist as advised by the head of ADP's engagement. So, ayun. Tapos, meron one time, nakita ko yung katabi ko, may ginagawa sa Excel. Tapos sabi ko, yung galing, paano ba yan? Kasi parang ang bilis niya gawin. So, ayun, tinuruan niya ako. So, lahat ng formulas or yung mga pipindutin, sinulat ko yun sa notebook. So, for this one, ayun, be a sponge. There's a lot of things that you can learn from the people around you. So, it doesn't necessarily have to be related to your work. So, ayun, para mag-grow kayo, try to learn as much as you could. And always keep a notebook with you. Don't trust your memory para may babalikan kayo. Next one, choice of words matter. Okay, so this is a concept that I learned from attending Jonathan Yabut's session. Ito yung nag-resonate talaga sa akin. Choice of words matter. Why? Because I had this experience during my first month with ADP. Ayan. So imagine galing akong college, tapos I was asked to do a marketing presentation for ADP. And for the longest time, I've only been doing that. Di ba, pag school, it's very theoretical, tapos you're just doing it for grades. So, kung ano man laman ng presentation na yun, basta di ba, medyo mabulaklak lang yung words, okay na. But for this one, it's very real life. And parang ang a-attend pa is yung mga HR managers, yung marketing manager. So, it was very high pressure. Okay? So, ito na, presentation day ko na. Yung unang lumabas sa akin na words, I don't know why. Sabi ko, basta wala lang to. Okay, let's start. So, yun yung phrase na yun, basta wala lang to. Hindi ko, nalaman ko na lang siya after na the people inside the room pala thought that I said that phrase kasi I didn't care much about my presentation or I didn't take it seriously. So, yung pala yung naging impression sa kanila by saying wala lang to. But in reality kasi, it's just a defense mechanism for me kasi alam niyo yung imposter syndrome. Ayun. So, parang I felt like I was faking it. So, parang may imposter syndrome ako at that time. I was very insecure. I was not confident na what if yung ideas ko pala, alam mo yun, yung ideas ko pala, pangit pala siya. Tapos yung mga nanonood, sobrang, group of important people. So, ayun. I was very insecure. I was not confident. Kaya nasabi ko yung words na yon. But in reality, even though you're a fresh grad, you're new at the corporate world, you have to be aware of the choice of words, your body language, your gestures. Even though you're a fresh grad, don't try to be submissive. For example, may gusto ko yung request, gusto ko yung sabihin for a different person. Pwede nyo namang di ba, usually pag medyo nahihiya ka, sabihin mo na, hi, sorry to bother you, at pwede bang ganito? Okay? But in reality, you have to assert yourself. Just say, please thank you na, hi, can you please ganyan. So, thank you. Ayun. So, you don't have to say sorry or to bother you, ganyan. So, just go straight to the point so that people would know that you're serious with your work, that you mean business, and that you're professional. So, in that way, you will earn the professional respect of those people around you. So, even though you're just a fresh graduate, don't don't see yourself as parang bata. Kasi yun yung tendency, parang feeling mo nasa school ka pa lang. So you have to be accountable, you have to be in charge. So yun yung tip na mabibigay ko for this. Alright? Let's now go to the fourth one. Work on your personal branding. Okay? So at this point, so personal branding, dun sa HR, ako yung go-to person when it comes to graphic design. So, medyo malayo, HR, talent acquisition, tapos nag-graphic design din ako on the sides. Okay. So, my advice is, saan nyo gusto makilala? How do you want to be known for? Okay, so it could be a hard skill such as graphic designing. Are you the type who wants to be known for being a good public speaker, or ikaw yung magiging go-to person ng team nyo for video editing, yung mga ganon. So, please do work on your skills, learn new skills, and then develop those skills para makikilala kayo as pag sinabing video editing, kayo yung magiging go-to person. Okay? Pero yung personal branding, hindi lang naman siya soft skills, but it will also apply, hindi lang siya hard skills, it will also apply to soft skills, such as, do you want to be known as the type of person who goes to meetings, let's say, 5 minutes early? Diba? Bas okay na ganun yung branding mo sa office, kesa ikaw yung parang, ito na naman, parang mga 5 minutes late talaga ito ma-attend. Parang diba, it's gonna feel like you're wasting other people's time. Or gusto mo ba na kilala ka as being the organized one or the creative one? Or magaling mag-conceptualize ng idea, or ikaw yung magaling mag-implement ng idea. So, kung ikaw yung magaling mag-conceptualize at yung magaling mag-implement, di ba? Maybe the management can ask you to work together on a project. Okay? So, yun, work on your personal branding. How do you want to be known for within the group? So, it's very, very important. Okay? Next, ayan, map your career goal. So at this point, you don't know exactly where you want to be, where you see yourself 5 years from now. And that's just natural kasi first job mo ato, you've been working for just a few months pa lang, first few weeks, ganyan. But now is the best time. Ask yourself, where do you want to go? Okay, kasi this is the best learning more of yourself part kasi you're in an entirely new environment. Tapos, you are in an entirely new role. Okay? So, get to know yourself more. The importance of this is you have to assess yourself. You have to be more self-aware. What certain activities brings you joy? What certain skills do you want to develop? Kasi if may goal ka, let's say, kasi parang nafe-feel ko na parang, di ba, I told you earlier na you have a personal branding. So let's say, ang personal branding mo is you like helping other people. So, bigla mong naisip na, parang gusto ko pala maging team leader in the future, okay? So, yun yung magiging goal mo ngayon. You want to be a team leader. So, the importance of this, if you have a goal, you have to talk to your manager about this, na parang interested po akong maging team leader. So, how do I get there? Okay? Kasi pwede yung pag-usapan yung metrics na if you achieve this, or if you were able to complete this certain projects, mga after 3 years, you have the potential to be promoted as a team leader. So, ganun siya. If you have a certain goal in mind, then, ayun. And with that, this is the summary. Mga action items that can apply. So firstly, observe. So for you to be able to absorb the culture, you first have to observe everything around you. So yun, how are team meetings being held? Ano yung friendship dynamics, di ba? Who's friends with who? So very important yan. Di ba? So hindi naman may iwasan yung may mga different cliques. Tapos, ano yung personality ng mga taong katrabaho nyo? Kasi, doon nyo siya aatakihin, di ba? Kung ano yung personality, dapat, if i-approach nyo siya, halimbawa, if they are professional lang, very stern, syempre, hindi ka naman yung parang magiging overly chummy na, uy, ganyan-ganyan, di ba? Leadership style. Ano yung leadership style ng leaders nyo para yung work ethics nyo, mamamatch nyo dun sa leadership style. So, if that leader wants you to give him or her updates every week, or at least, di ba, magiging organized ka with your weekly updates. And then, ayun, yung working style ng mga tao sa paligid mo para you'd be at par. Next is be a sponge. And the action item is always take note. Keep a small notebook and then take note of the random learnings from different subjects and very different people. So don't limit yourself on just on your work description. Kasi this is your, again, first job. So I'm sure that you're gonna learn a lot. Okay. And then, parang ano din siya, parang school rin siya. Don't limit yourself dun sa isang area lang. So, take this opportunity to learn as much as you could from different people. Next is choose your words. Again, don't make the mistake that I made. Be more confident. Tapos, appear professional to earn the professional respect from your peers. And don't treat yourself na parang yung bata pa rin. Kasi galing ka, feeling mo estudyante ka pa rin, so hindi ka ganun ka accountable and assertive. So, yun, parang medyo pick it till you make it rin siya. Pero sooner or later, you will get the hang of it. Tapos, develop your skill. Ayan. So, share your skills to contribute value to the people around you. So, be known at something. Of course, dapat positive yung magiging personal branding nyo, di ba? Pangit naman yung, yan yung chismosa sa office. Or, late yan lagi, 10 minutes. Di ba? Dapat, positive yung personal branding nyo. Ito, kapag may binigay ako sa kanya, on time niya lagi sinasubmit yung deliverables niya. Or magaling siya na public speaker. So, next time, siya yung iyaharap natin. Lastly, map your career. So, the first thing that you should do first is make a skill inventory. Ilista nyo lang, saan ba kayo magaling? And from then, you identify which of these skills really make you happy, really make you motivated at work. And then, assess what you enjoy doing, what you need to develop. And then from then on, at least idea na kayo, where do you see yourself a year from now, 3 years from now, 5 years from now. So in this way, you will know where you are headed career-wise. Kasi, syempre, actually kasama pa ako sa Gen Z. I'm the oldest Gen Z. I was born 1996. So, syempre, tayong mga Gen Z, di ba, ayaw natin na medyo yung dead end. Gusto natin, we have a goal, very goal-oriented tayo. So, have a goal in mind. So, in that way, you know where you want to go. Tapos, hindi kayo mafe-feel na lost kayo. So, all of your actions right now will be for achieving goals you set for yourself. And as I end this presentation, I'd like to invite everyone to visit ADP's page, Jobs180, jobs180.com/ADP. So we have a lot of hiring right now, and culture-wise, the best of ADP. So yeah, with that, I would like to end this presentation, and I hope you learned a thing or two. So thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Kissa. So to our audience, we are now opening the floor for questions. Ma'am, I hope you don't mind if we do questions for this ano lang po section. So, ma'am, I prepared
Sure.
a lot of questions. Ayan, ma'am.
Okay.
So, question number 1. What shocked you the most when you joined corporate? And how did you go about it?
Most shocking, siguro, actually, medyo, hmm, siguro, yun nga, na-mention ko na I'm not the friendly type. Tapos usually poker face lang ako. Hindi rin ako the type who mingles with everyone. So workplace, sobrang yung kisama. You have to, so, yun sa was inspiring, tapos hindi rin ikaw yung machika na type. Pero kailangan makisama sa work. So, hindi enough na you're good at what you do. So, kailangan makisama sa mga tao sa paligid mo. Yun nga, what I did was, pag-usap sa isa't isa, ano yung mga hilig nila pag-usapan, tapos kumakain, sumasama na kasi before, to be honest, pag kumakain siya, kasi medyo comfortable naman ako isa. Pero,
Ma'am, you're a little chopped. Ma'am, hello?
Hello? Okay na ba?
Ma'am, okay lang kayo mag-off cam para po mas maintindihan namin kayo. Okay, guys. So, let's go back to the question. So, the question to Ms. Kissa was, ma'am, off cam na lang kayo, ma'am, para we can understand. Para hindi po masyadong kumain ng bandwidth. So,
hello?
Hi, ma'am. Ma'am, okay lang, off cam na lang po kayo para maintindihan po namin yung answer nyo. Would that be okay, ma'am? Do you hear me?
Ayan. Sorry, ano yun? I just got back. Yeah, I could hear you right now.
Off-cam na lang kayo, ma'am, para hindi po masyadong matakaw sa bandwidth.
Okay.
Para we can understand. Ayan. Ayan, ma'am, better. Ayan.
Ayan.
So, guys,
okay, much better.
Mas maganda. Yung answer ni Ms. Kissa a while ago was that yung poker face siya, so hindi siya masyadong machika. Ayan. So, ma'am, feel free to continue your story. Kasi hindi na po namin maintindihan a while ago. Ms. Kissa? Are you still there,
okay,
ma'am?
sorry. Sige. Yun nga, na-mention ko nga na before, hindi rin ako sumasama kumain. So, yes. Hello?
Yes, ma'am, we can hear you. There's a little bit of a delay.
Hello? Can you hear me much better?
Yes, we can hear you, ma'am.
Hello?
Yes, ma'am, we can hear you.
Ayun. So, yun. Ayun, hindi ako before sumasama kumain, ganong level. Pero, I tried to talk to each person. So, kinilala ko sila. Tapos, ayun, I just realized na I have to find an interesting thing about each of them. Kasi, all of them have different personalities. Tapos, they all have stories to share. So, kinilala ko sila para genuine yung connection. So, with that, I was able to adapt to the team.
Ayun. Thank you for that, Miss Kissa. Ako, ma'am, ito yung na-experience ko. Siguro ang pinaka-shocking sa akin yung hours. Kasi back in college, as in, yung hours namin, hindi ganun kahaba. So, 8:30 kami mag-start. Tapos na kami ng class ng 2:30. So, nung pumasok ako ng corporate, I have to leave the house at 6 a.m. And then, aalis ako ng office ng 6 p.m. So, makakauwi ako ng bahay mga 8 p.m. na. So, parang parang sobrang haba ng duration
time consuming.
Pagod talaga ako. So, yung dati kong araw na 6 a.m. to 4 p.m. for example, nasa bahay na ako. Ngayon, sa workplace, naging 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. na siya. So, that was very magkaiba talaga. So, dun talaga ako nag-adjust. Kasi yung, kailangan nyo rin na-expect na syempre, 9-hour workday. So, sa mga audience natin na nakikinig, talagang hahabaan nyo yung pasensya nyo. Mag-exercise na kayo, kumain kayo ng madami, hindi na pwede yung konti lang or hindi na pwede yung mabilis naman matapos ng day, yan. So that's one of the things na kailangan yung paghandaan. Yan. Thank you for letting me share, Miss Kisa. I have a couple of questions pa po. So to
Okay, go
our
ahead.
viewers, wag kayong mahiya, lagay niyo lang yung question niyo para naman alam niyo kung paano kayo magpe-prepare. Coming from one of the person, one of the people na kaedad nyo, or I mean, same generation, ganyan. And then, coming from
Gen
iba na
Z.
matagal na rin sa industry, ayan. Next question. How do you find a mentor? Because you mentioned this in your talk earlier that you had to find someone who can let you walk who can walk you through the things in the corporate, the things that you have to do, parang yung mga tricks niya,
Mm-mm.
ganyan. How do you find a
Ayun.
mentor? Like, do they not see this an additional work? Like, kasi, I have to mentor Kisa pa, I have to teach her pa, ganyan. Dami ko
Mm-mm.
ginagawa. Hindi ba sila nabibigatan for this?
For this one, hindi naman siya officially a mentor. Pero ang ginawa ko, 'di ba, na-mention ko kanina na be a sponge. So kapag halimbawa, may work transaction ako with this person, parang chichika na rin ako ng onte. Parang may tanong na lang ako na random about their job na parang, so this person nga, tinanong ko lang na, ay, by the way, kasi may nakita akong a word na HRBP. Ano bang ginagawa ng mga HRBP? Kasi hindi ko nga alam kung ano ba yung HRBP. So parang that person, ang dami niyang shinare. So malalaman mo if that person is willing to, to mentor you. If nakita mo na very passionate siya, so hindi lang HRB tinuro niya sa akin, lahat pa ng functions ng HR, pati yung mga hindi ko alam na like, halimbawa SSS, yung mga BIR, you know. So, halimbawa, may tanong ako, naging go-to person ko na siya. Pati yung sa Excel, siya rin kasi yung mga nagturo sa akin. So makita mo naman, just keep on asking questions. Pero don't be an askaholic. So keep on asking questions. Yung mga bite-sized information lang. And then try to assess how that person answers to you. So may feel mo yung energy if that person is willing to share more. Ayun.
Ayun, ang galing, no? So, to everyone, if you have an opportunity to find that person, ayan, as Miss Kisa said, be a sponge. So, absorb nyo lahat na kaya nyong i-absorb from them because bilang veterano na sila sa industry, ayan, they would want to pass this wisdom or this knowledge as well to those who just came in. Ayan. Ma'am, next question. Sorry, I hope you don't mind. Ma'am,
Sure. Go ahead.
a couple of questions pa po. Ang susunod ko pong question is that how do you see the difference between people who are coming from different generations? Because right now, ang pool natin sa workforce, meron tayong boomer, meron tayong Gen Z, meron tayong millennial. How do they work together, and what are the things that you should watch out for when you're working with for example, millennials, or when you're working with people from the older generations, parang ganon.
Okay. For this one, I am lucky to be part of the HR department kasi I could see na yung boomers generation namin, they are really trying to, to mingle with the Gen Zs. So, ang ginagawa nila, halimbawa, meron sa amin na mahilig mag-gitara. So, parang ginawa nila, parang nakipag-jamming sila. Tapos, meron naman na, yung may manager kami na boomer din, parang, when she talks to us, parang ang topic, alam mo yung mga Netflix, or yung mga new songs ni Dua Lipa, yung parang they try to keep themselves updated, para they could, alam mo yun, hindi yung ganun natin, pag inisip natin ang sungit or very very stern, very cold. Pero sila, I could see that they're really trying. And for us naman, yung mga Gen Zs, we have to adjust rin. Okay? So, ayun, parang ano rin, be flexible lang kasi yun nga, we have different working styles. And yun nga, I'm very lucky that the leaders in our department that are flexible enough. Kasi marami rin kaming Gen Z sa HRF. So, mga almost half siguro. So, ayun.
What do you think, ma'am, is like a determining like quality of because Gen Zs and millennials they're always like put together. Parang pinag-aaway sila, parang ganun. So, what do you think like are qualities na clashing ba yung personalities nila or is this something that's brought about by the generational difference? And how can this be avoided? Kasi we've heard stories, we see it online every day na nagka-clash yung millennials saka Gen Zs because of yun nga may differences sila. So how can this be avoided?
Differences, siguro observation ko with the Gen Z, parang mas mabilis ma-burnout. 'Di ba medyo uso yun ngayon, yung mga, kasi exposed tayo ngayon sa, it's valid, acknowledge that, it's okay not to be okay. 'Di ba may mga uso sa atin ngayon yun. So, napapansin ko na parang mas ina-acknowledge nung generation natin na na burnout na tayo, 'di ba? So, I think for in terms of productivity, I think yung leaders namin, halimbawa gustong mag-file ng leave saglit, halimbawa mga 2 days or 3 days, yung iba nga may 1 week pa, to recharge. Na parang our leaders understand na parang hindi lang siya work, work, work. Kasi they understand na if we recharge, if we're fully charged, now we could be more productive. Now, in terms of yung clashes, think walang clashes, but more on a good combination. Kasi yung Gen Z, very creative siya. Parang ang daming may isip Halimbawa, in terms of projects, ang daming ideas, bato-bato. Tapos, the boomers or the millennials naman, they are experienced enough to point us in the right direction. Okay, ang dami yung ideas, but how will we organize it? Okay, so where do we start? Kasi yun nga, pag marami kang ideas, ang tendency, medyo all over the place ka. So, kapag ginaguide kami nung mga someone from older generation, parang they organize our thoughts para to make it headed to a alam mo yun, may pupuntahan yung ideas mo, hindi lang siya random. So yun, sa amin very nagko-complement naman, hindi siya nagka-clash. So depends na rin yan dun sa culture of the team.
Ayan, thank you. Miss Ma'am, we have a question just came in coming from one of our viewers. From Carlo J. Fetizanan. What can you say about technological singularity? That artificial intelligence can replace the workplace of humans in not too distant future. Not to mention AI machines that can do database and altogether without human intervention. Thank you,
Okay.
Ma'am.
Kasi yung ADP, actually, AI technology siya, of HR systems. Okay? Pero hindi naman mawawala, I'm speaking of behalf of ADP hindi naman mawawala yung need for human intervention kasi kailangan first ng someone who will navigate the system. So you have to equip yourself first with skills na dapat medyo magaling ka, alam mo yung techie ka, which I think naman wala tayong problems doon. And at the same time, if you're working, lagi kang may human interaction, you're gonna be interacting with the team. So, kailangan, you have to equip yourself with soft skills as well. So, interpersonal skills, leadership, yung mga ganon. So, yun. Just equip yourself, hindi mawawala yan. Hindi mawawala yung human interactions. Pero you have to be equipped with the right skills. Dapat upgraded ka lagi.
Ayan. Thank you, Miss Kissa. So, to Carlo, sir, okay lang daw, hindi daw mawawala yung human intervention. Kaya lang, kailangan continuous yung upskilling or kailangan laging nag-upgrade ng ng skill set. Kumbaga, ayan. Miss Kissa, thank you for your time. Salamat po sa pag-accommodate ng lahat ng questions namin for this morning. And really appreciate, ma'am, you going through all the questions that we have po. Thank you again, Miss Kissa, and we
Thank
hope
you.
we can
Sorry
have you.
about the connection, but yeah,
Okay
thank
lang,
you as
ma'am.
well.
It's good. We're fine. Na-answer naman po lahat ng questions namin. Thank you po, Miss Kissa. Have a great day
Thank you.
po. Thank you, ma'am. Ayan. So, thank you. Thank you to our viewers na nagtatanong. No? Sir Carlo, thank you. Shout out sa iyo. So, to our audience, huwag kayong mahiya. Please don't be shy to put in your questions. So, we'll call in the next speaker. So, our next speaker to be discussing the importance of work-life balance. We have Ms. Kathy Claire Velasquez, Recruitment Supervisor for CDO Foodsphere. Ms. Kathy is a graduate of BA Behavioral Sciences from UP Manila. She's been with CDO Foodsphere for almost 4 years now, and currently she is a supervisor in HR recruitment. Ms. Kathy?
Hi, hello, good morning.
Hi, Ms. Kathy. Good morning. Ma'am, can we test your share screen?
Sure.
So today, ma'am, we have like a mix of courses. We have people from IT, we have people from finance, marketing, psychology. Binabasa ko lang yung mga courses nila. Marketing management, ayan. Ma'am, your presentation is up. I leave it to it. You know what to do. I'll be back for Q&A. Thank you, Ms.
Alright,
Kathy.
thank you po. So, good morning, JRU. I hope everyone is feeling great today, and doing great today. My name is Kathy Claire Velasquez, but you may call me Miss Casey, and I'm a recruiter, as mentioned, no? I'm a recruiter from CDO Foodsphere Inc. So, currently, my topic would be discussing the importance of work-life balance. So, aside from that, we'll be also going through the definition, how do we practice it, and the advantages of having a healthy work-life balance. So, let's proceed. Right. So first to the definition, I know it's a bit self-explanatory, work-life balance. So yeah, it's a concept that is very ideal, but for some, if not all, hard to practice. This would include kasi prioritization of activity. So other definition would be an act of separating one's work life from their personal life in such a way that neither encroaches on the other. Yan. So, nandyan paano mo i-balance si work, si life, si social life, being a mother, being a daughter, and so on. Okay, so, but what is happening now, given the pandemic that we're currently experiencing, almost because of the lockdown, ilang companies halos are shifted to work from home arrangement. Nagkaroon ng work from home setup or yung iba blended work schedule, meaning hybrid, may work from home, may on-site pa din. Lalo na for food manufacturing, hindi namin afford na lahat mag-work from home, pati yung ating production team. So, blended. And then others, for the students, nagkaroon ng daily online classes, and then nandyan pa din yung household chores and also maintaining social life. And hindi lahat nakasabay dun sa transition. So some had difficulty in adjusting, in multitasking, in managing different tasks and different roles at the same time. So for some, if naging mas beneficial yung pag-work from home na achieve ang pagiging maging mother, lalo na sa mga first mothers, gabayan yung mga students in terms of their modules, maganda, no? But for some na hindi talaga, it's sad to know that, no? So, why is it important? Bakit ba kailangan natin i-practice ang work-life balance? No? So, number one, maintaining health problems. Maintaining a healthy work-life balance will positively affect not only health, relationships, but also employees' productivity and performance. So when a team members don't view work as a routine, araw-araw na lang, parang nagsasawa na sila, no, as we call it, then they will work harder and will make fewer mistakes. Nakikitang routine na po siya on a daily basis. So, what is about minimizing health problems? Anong connect niya? It somehow relates to maintaining mental and physical health. So, number one factor would be the stress, the appearance of stress. No? So, being in stress, hindi lang to, hindi lang to on the work, no, but I know for students as well, the studies, no? Being in stress, you run the risk of distracting more than just your social life. Hindi ka lang makalaro, hindi ka lang makalabas. It's more of affecting also your physical and also your mental health. So, a poor balance usually leads to dangerous symptoms, manifestations, that well-being. From the onset ng flu to serious cases of heart-related problems. And kapag syempre nagkakasakit ang employees or students, mas mataas yung absenteeism natin. No? Then, maintaining the balance will significantly limit health problems and absences, as I mentioned, to lessen the absenteeism in the workplace. This ensures that the company is more efficient, productive during the business hours. So, number two would be if mataas or if we are practicing the work-life balance, if we're having work-life balance, there's an increase in productivity and also a boost in engagement dun sa ating employees. So, helping team members, so ito yung key, no? Helping team members to find a healthy balance between work and life will increase their level of engagement. Engagement meaning they're very participative in achieving the company goals and missions on a daily basis. So, an engaged and motivated workforce will lead to your team members becoming loyal advocates, if not loyal, very active, no, for advocating your brands and your products. So, kailangan si work-life balance. Third is minimizing burnouts. Ano po ba yung burnouts? So, aside sa stress, it's nire-relate siya to stress, no? But this is more severe. So, it's a state of emotional, physical, and mental exhaustion caused by excessive and prolonged stress. So, magkaiba sila, no? Si stress, ngayon, stressed ako pag ganyan, no? For some, no, hindi sanay sa public speaking and so on, stressed sila. They define it as stress. Hindi siya burnout. Si burnout, kapag prolonged na siya, a year or two, araw-araw ganun yung feeling niya, very depressed, negative, pessimistic, and then nagkakaroon ng suicidal thoughts and so on. So it's a serious case na po, no? So kapag may work-life balance po ang ating employees, then nagkakaroon ng to lessen or reduction or minimizing burnouts for the employees. So if magkaroon tayo ng healthy work-life balance, it will lead to healthy relationship in the workplace. Aside from that, less attrition rate, ibig sabihin hindi mataas ang pag-resign ng mga tao sa company. So mas tataga po sila in the companies. Fourth would be accelerating mindfulness. So, ano ba yung mindfulness? Being mindful is an awareness of the present moment. So, alam mo na humihinga ka, alam mo nang kinakain mo, alam mo kung anong araw ngayon. So, hindi ka very forgetful at na-enjoy mo yung every moment. So, as some, they quoted as, it's a moment-by-moment awareness of thoughts, feelings, bodily sensations, and environment. Like, alam mong nagugutom ka, alam mong pagod ka na, yung mga ganon. So, it's accelerating mindfulness. It's very important to practice mindfulness kasi it would lead to happiness, no? For not really on the workplace, but also in your well-being as a student, as a mother, as an employee. And if you're being mindful, this would usually results to being an insightful, open-minded, nagkakaroon ng, you're not jumping to conclusions, and mas optimistic yung tao, mas positive yung outlook niya in life. So, meron tayong tinatawag na slow down to speed up, meaning the literal meaning no, slow down. Bakit mo kailangan mag-slow down? Babagal ba yung efficiency mo, yung productivity mo? It's not. If you're well aware that what you're doing, alam mo yung ginagawa mo, hindi ka nagpapanic, you're not procrastinating, then lesser mistakes. So, lesser mistakes would lead to higher productivity, higher efficiency dun sa KPIs or sa quotas nyo for the team. So it would result to speeding up in achieving the goals of the company. Okay, right. But that's it for the importance. So, but how do we employers, companies promote work-life balance to our employees? So, syempre, number one, the idea would be providing conducive or appropriate work environment. So this would result to boosting job satisfaction, decrease stress, burnouts, and providing healthy habits. Ano ba yung conducive or sinasabi natin, no? So, ito po yung peaceful, hindi chaotic, hindi messy, or appropriate dun sa job nila. For some, the companies, no, if BPOs, usually they would provide work from home setup arrangement and your ability to have flexible work schedules or ability. I mentioned kasi flexible work hours. This is not applicable to all companies. By the companies.
Miss Casey, your reception is a little bit choppy. May we please ask you to turn off your camera para mas madali po or mas easier po yung transition. Para lang po hindi kayo mag-lag. Sorry for the technical glitches, guys. Something with the internet today. We've been experiencing like lags all day. Miss Casey, are you still there? Miss Casey? To our audience, please keep your questions coming. Ilagay nyo lang sa baba. Miss Casey, nawala po kayo for a bit. Turn off ng camera po.
Alright po.
Mas mabilis yung bandwidth ninyo para hindi siya mang-agaw. Ayan, ma'am. Ayan. Ayan, ma'am. Okay na.
Okay. Saan po ako nawala?
Presenter view, ma'am. Ayan. Pa-full screen po ako po. Nandun kayo, ma'am, naputol sa not all companies pwede mag-flexible arrangement. Parang ganun po.
Right. Okay po. Sige. Pasensya na. Okay. So,
okay lang, ma'am. Okay lang. It's better now.
Okay.
Miss Casey?
Okay na po.
Ayan. Ma'am, next slide.
Alright. Okay. Sige. So, we're done with how do companies provide or give opportunities to these are just some that I've cited. One would be take advantage of your leaves or paid time off, PTO as we call it. Availing the leaves kahit na birthday niya, kahit holidays, she's working. No? I would suggest if there's the company for CDO, we have AM break time, PM break time, and lunch break. So, from this, pwede mong i-grab yung refresh your mind para din hindi naman ma-stress po very much on the whole day. Okay? Ito kahit nasa office, no, we really encourage having short walks or stretching every now and then kasi very healthy rin siya and in keeping your self a bit active and also very mindful on what you're doing. Also entailed of having healthy social life. No? I'm emphasizing healthy social life because we could always make time. It's not healthy, no. Having enough time spending with your family, friends, celebrating your events and so on would be in sa work and yun sa life nyo, no? Next would be leave work at work. So I capitalized the work at work. Then, ang ginagawa ko would be to bring my work at work. Sorry, to bring my work at home. So, hindi ko naiiwan yung work. So, I'm very guilty of this. And from time to time, syempre, if needed, there will be exceptions. But most of the time, please practice leave work at work. Kasi let's say you're stressed, you're very tired after one whole day of being at work, then you go home to take rest. Um, for you, it's a sense of enjoying or releasing of stress, but umabot ka na ng alas stress and yung pasok mo is antok ka na, more mistakes that you're doing, absent-minded, and very ano ka lang, eager. Bakit healthy eating then? So, syempre, healthy eating would because to lessen the as I've mentioned the initial note, the symptoms or the manifestations of cardiac arrest or flu or anything.
Miss Casey?
Yes, hello.
Ma'am, choppy po talaga on our end. We
Hello?
understand a little bit, pero can we we will observe. Ay, malapit na pala yung tapos. Sorry. Sorry, ma'am. Akala ko po mahaba pa. Sige, ma'am, go ahead. We'll let you finish and then Q&A na lang po tayo. Wala na pong presentation para mas
Alright.
Thank you,
Sorry about share here, right? Alright po. So, I think that's it for how we can practice as an employee or a student of having a provide you a quote for the day. No, so invest in your work-life balance. Have time with family and friends is as important as times at work.
Miss Casey, choppy po.
Hi, ma'am.
Choppy siya, ma'am.
What do we do about it, ma'am? Sorry.
Sige, ma'am, let's proceed to Q&A para wala na po kayong, baka po yung deck nyo lang po yung nagpapabigat eh. May mga questions na po from our audience. Would that be okay?
All right, sure, ma'am. I'll stop the
But ma'am, I will ask you again about the vacancies. Wag po kayo mag-alala.
Sure,
Para
po.
discuss pa rin po ninyo mamaya. Pero let's delve into the questions na lang po para we don't have to rely on the presentation. Ayan. So we have a question here from Carlo J. Fetizanan. With regards sa discussion niyo po regarding flexible work, anong mas mainam unahin? The things na mahirap gawin or the things na madaling gawin but sometimes it leads you to procrastination? This is quite subjective. Ayan. Ma'am, you can keep your camera turned off if that's like easier or smoother.
Okay, alright. I'll turn off po. Thank you, Carla, for the question. Napansin ko rin yung question mo a while ago. So you're very active, no? Thank you for participating. Yes, correct. Your question is a bit sobrang subject.
Miss Casey?
Hello?
Ayan, ma'am. Sorry, ma'am. Naka-short po talaga kayo.
Can you hear
Meron
me,
po
Shari?
yes, ma'am. Meron po talaga tayong problema sa internet sa buong Pilipinas ngayon, I think. Ma'am, go ahead.
You're a bit choppy.
Ayan, choppy na kami parehas.
Hello?
Ayan, ma'am. Go ahead.
Ma'am, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Hello?
Do you still hear me, ma'am?
Hi, thank you, ma'am. So, hindi ko lang marinig si Ms. Shari and loading din yung camera niya. But just to proceed with the question, if I'll be answering personally, I would, actually, I'm doing for me, it works for me, no, the easiest before the most challenging work for me, no. But back in the days that I'm studying, sabi rin ng aking professor, it would really work best if I'll be working first on the hardest for me, no. And back in the days, that would be math. So, nagre-review ako ng mas matagal sa math, and then for the rest of the subjects, ample amount of time na lang. And actually, it works. So, I'm now a graduate, and I'll need to polish it na lang po to apply it din sa ating office job. But yun, to going back, it's very, it would matter depending on the person.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. So, whatever floats your boat, Carlo. Miss Casey, can you hear me? We can hear you.
Now I can hear you, Miss Shari.
So, thank you for the question, Carla. Thank you. Ayan. Ma'am, I still have a couple of questions that I want to run with you. Eto, ma'am, alam po kasama po ito sa presentation nyo. Is mga susunod yun na slides. Pero may we please ask you to share about the initiatives of CDO to promote work-life balance, mental health. I also know that you're also active in the community. Ayan po.
All right po. Yeah, thank you for the question, ma'am. This is also our opportunity to give you an idea of our initiatives. So in CDO, we're very active in providing mental health seminars sa ating employees, not only the office but also production workers, given the circumstances that we have. Also, aside from mental health seminars, we also provide HMO to also support them if they would be in their needs of medical assistance. Next, we also provide leaves, ample amount of leaves, so around 20 to 30 leaves, and these are some of them are, or I mean most of them are convertible to cash. So if you're not really into using your leaves, and ano siya, convertible. Then we have other benefits like, for example, rice allowance or communication allowance and so on. So we're really also studying how when we could better our benefits as well, but we have ongoing naman.
Thank you. Thank you for that, Miss Casey. Next question. Um, can we please ask you about your routine? How do you find the balance between work, family life, doing chores, me time, ano pa ba, hobbies, kailangan pa daw ng sideline, so ang dami-dami. So, magbabiyahe ka pa, ayan ma'am. So, how do you fit this in a day?
Okay, I know it's very hard, no, lalo na sa atin mga employees and students, and lalo na't bumalik na tayo somehow normal, no, so araw-araw na kaming pumapasok. So I think you need to adjust first, no, and then set your priorities. For me, if I'll be answering it personally, I start my day by syempre gising na mas maaga for commute, and then before arriving to office, kailangan meron na akong nakaset, if not on my notes, probably sa aking utak, kung anong aking priorities for the day. Then I'll make sure to comply with all my to-do list. If not, na-frustrate ako, no? So, pag ganon, nag-overtime ako if hindi ko siya ma-achieve para hindi na rin ako mag-uwi ng trabaho at home. Yun, so pagdating sa bahay, ay yun, tuloy-tuloy na. So ang rest mo na lang around 11 p.m. Pagod talaga, no?
Ayan. So, acknowledging all of the all of the sacrifices of the workforce. Ang hirap maging empleyado sa Pilipinas, di ba? Especially with all of the things na beyond the company na, no? Public transport, traffic, so it's beyond their control, no? Hoping talaga for systemic change. And next one, when do you draw the line? How do you know if this is the red zone? Like, it's time to ask for help, it's time to pause and acknowledge that what you're feeling is not okay na. Parang ganun.
Okay. So dito papasok yung being mindful. So actually CDO launches a seminar about this one kasi parang napapansin namin syempre the performance of the employees or the workforce. So for me, how do I set the line or to draw the line? Pag I'm not really feeling myself. So I'm avoiding very much to involving my personal biases dun sa ating sa work, no, lalo na kung meron tayong kausap internal customers. If nagagawa ko na yung hindi ako, like for example sumasagot ako or sobrang very personal na yung take ko sa sinasabi niya, I would give myself a pause kasi I'm really a person na I'm avoiding magsabi ng hindi ko mini-mean, no? I'll be taking a pause, calm and also collect my thoughts, and then regarding the asking for help. So it's very good in CDO. Actually, this is my 5th year na, so and the reason why I'm staying here is more of the healthy relationship with my workmate and also my boss. So if may times that there is a challenging situation that I can't handle or I need assistance, I really open up with my manager of what to do. Not really passing the responsibilities to her, but more of consultation. And yun, so I think it works for me kasi I'm really loving my stay here in CDO.
Thank you for sharing your story, Miss Casey. I guess my last question na lang po is regarding internal vacancies over at CDO. Maybe please ask kung ano po yung mga positions na pwedeng pag-applyan ng mga graduates natin from JRU.
Alright, ma'am. So, isasabihin ko na lang, baka yung
Okay
connection.
lang.
So, for now, we are currently looking for fresh graduates to enter our sales vacancy. So, we have distributor sales specialist and also key account specialist. This is under the team of sales. Next would be marketing. So, we're looking for assistant brand marketing specialists. And for some job seekers with experience, we're looking for a brand manager. Next is for our HR. Actually, we're looking for an HR assistant, and for our recruitment and also timekeeping. Accounting, we have a lot vacancies in internal auditing and also part of accounts payable. Sorry, ang dami. And then for the supply chain operations, we're looking for encoders, checkers, and audit staff. Yun, I think that's it.
Thank you, Miss Casey. Ma'am, may pahabol na question po si
Sure.
Career and Placement Office. Siguro po, ma'am, last reminders na lang
Miss
po for...
Shari?
Hello, ma'am. Can you hear me? Ayan. Ma'am, we put it up.
Now,
So,
okay na po.
last reminder na lang daw po for fresh graduates and graduating students on how they can achieve like work and personal life balance. Ayan. Last,
Alright.
ano na lang yan, ma'am, tips and tricks
Sure
po.
po.
Kasi this was
So,
discussed.
yeah, it's good that I can relate, no? Siguro better if I'll be answering it personally. So, my advice for fresh graduates or graduating students would be one is prioritize and also ask yourself ano ba yung talagang gusto mong i-pursue sa buhay, no? From there, you'll be making your plans na priorities. Let's say you'll be balancing job hunting versus your personal life. So very important of having that priorities. Next is reflect about yourself if you're okay, you're doing okay pa ba, lalo na sa pandemic, no? So, being mindful, attend seminars, free seminars, and also upskill your knowledge and skills. Very, kailangan po siya, very timely yung ating upskilling. It would relate to work-life balance because if you'll be hard at the early onset of your job searching, then you could have many time in prioritizing your social life and other family tasks. Yon.
So thank you, Miss Casey, again for joining us po. So to
Thank
our
you.
audience, thank you. To our audience, the link for CDO is jobstrinity.com/CDO. Yeah, CDO. So nandun sa baba, yung link nag-scroll. So that's where you see vacancies over at CDO and you can explore yung mga positions na pwede nyo applyan now or even after a couple of months after graduation. Miss Casey, on behalf of our team and also on behalf of JRU, we thank you po for taking the time to answer all of our questions. Thank you, Miss
Miss
Casey.
Shari. See you
Thank you,
again.
ma'am. Ayan po.
Bye.
Ayan. So, thank you to our speaker for accommodating our questions kahit mahirap yung internet. No, ayan. So, to our audience, again, we are opening the floor. So, lagay lang kayo ng questions nyo dyan. Okay lang. We will address it after the speaker's talk. Ayan. So, let's go to our next speaker. So our next speaker discussing entrepreneurship as a career choice, we have Sir Mark Anthony Denila, sourcing manager for Transcom. Sir Mark is a nursing graduate of Philomer Christian University and a registered nurse. He has been working in the BPO industry for 15 years. 8 years of those is in recruitment, mainly in sourcing. He has experience working as a customer service representative, technical TSR, and team lead, then switched to recruitment for a supervisor role and currently a manager. So, Sir Mark, we hope your internet is okay. Can you please join us?
Hi, Shari. Good morning.
Hi, sir. Thank you for jumping the hoops to get through
Is my audio loud and clear?
this presentation. Yes, sir. Good.
Okay. So well, I hope I won't be having the same problem. I hope my internet connection will be good to me. Actually, earlier I did have some power outage naman.
Thank you, sir.
Yun
Thank you
yung
for
problem.
for going through all that for us. Sir, I leave you to it. Your presentation is up. So I'll be back for Q&A. Thank you, Sir Mark.
Okay, thank you. So again, my name is Mark, and good morning to the JRU community. So my topic for today is entrepreneurship as a career choice. All right. So Okay, so first, what is entrepreneurship? So it's the activity of setting up a business, no, or businesses to get some profit. Okay, so hopefully larger profits. And ano naman yung employment? So employment is the condition of having paid work. Okay, so in my opinion, I think most of us wants to be entrepreneur, but again, due to some limitations, we ended up being employees. So here or today, I'll discuss the advantages of being an entrepreneur and being an employee. All right. So, what are the advantages of being an entrepreneur? So, first is flexible time. Okay. So, yes, unlike being an employee where you have a fixed schedule, being an entrepreneur, you have the capability to manage your own time. But again, the disadvantages naman in terms of time of being an entrepreneur is the demands on your time. Because business, setting up a business and running a business would demand a large amount of your time. Okay, but again, flexible siya. So second advantage of being an entrepreneur, autonomy. So self-governance. You have the ability to govern yourself, unlike being an employee or working for a company in which you have to follow policies, rules, directions, and guidance, right? So autonomy, you have to govern yourself on how to run your business or which people you want to hire for your business. Third, enhance managerial abilities. Of course, running a business, you have to manage your time, you have to manage people, you have to manage the initiatives that you want to implement. So, in being an entrepreneur, of course, you will gain more experience in terms of your managerial skills. And of course, one of the main reasons why we want to be an entrepreneur is to get paid by the results. So it's running a business or being an entrepreneur is a higher risk but high reward na endeavor. Okay, so potential profits can be more than salaries. Okay, so these are the advantages of being an entrepreneur. Now, what are the disadvantages? As I mentioned, demands your time, income could be uncertain. Of course, high reward siya, but there would be times that, of course, the income would be low as well. Third, possibility of a failed business, okay, which is very common. I think rough number 50% or 60% of those who put up business fails, okay, in 5 years. So that's the rough estimate. But I hope that number wouldn't stop you of being an entrepreneur when the time comes. And of course, increased responsibilities, which would lead to high stress levels. So these are the disadvantages of being an entrepreneur. Now, being an employee naman, what are the advantages? Of course, being an employee, work-life balance. You have 8 hours of work after your shift, then of course you can go back to your life. So, kwan siya, work-life balance. There's a saying na bakit 24 hours yung the number of hours that we have in a day is because 8 hours for work, 8 hours for yourself, for your personal time, and 8 hours of rest. So, being an employee, it's easier to manage that because fixed yung schedule niyo. Unlike if you're gonna be an entrepreneur, especially if you're starting pa lang, if you're starting a business, although your schedule is flexible, but again, as what I've mentioned earlier, it would require a large amount of your time. Okay. Second, team. So if you're gonna be an employee, you're gonna be working with a team. Hindi ka nag-iisa. You're not alone. So whatever goals you have, being an employee, you have your colleagues to help you, your supervisors or your leaders to guide you. Okay, and of course, steady salary and benefits. So according kung ano yung sa contract mo, it's guaranteed that every 15th and 30th day of the month, yun yung makukuha mo. Okay, so fixed siya, right? So steady yung salary, and of course benefits like your government mandatory benefits, the insurances, healthcare. It's consistent if you're an employee. Now, what are the disadvantages? Of course, limited income. So if being an entrepreneur is a high risk, high reward endeavor, then being an employee naman is low risk, low rewards. Okay, unless until such time na if you get promoted, then of course you will have a higher income. But of course, especially for entry level, then your income will be limited. Second, dependency. So unlike entrepreneurs in which they have autonomy with everything, being an employee, you will be dependent on your leaders, on the policies and the rules of the company. And yes, of course, office rules and politics as well. So if you're eyeing for a promotion in your work, then having good performance is not enough. You should nurture your relationship with your colleagues, your leaders, to get that promotion or that goal that you're eyeing for. All right. So these are some of the disadvantages of being an employee. All right. Now, what are the traits of a successful entrepreneur? So number one is self-motivation. So, kumbaga, at first, when you're gonna start a business, why are you doing this? It's the why, kung bakit mo siya gagawin. That's why you need to be, you have, you need to have that desire, in achieving something sa business mo. So this self-motivation is number one. Number two, strong work ethic. So, as what I've said, having your own business would require a large amount of your time. So you need to have that strong work ethic because you need to be accountable, or you will be accountable of everything. So not just sa being entrepreneur, no, you're sometimes you have to wear a lot of hats. Ikaw na yung mag-iisip, parang leader. Second, minsan ikaw din yung gagawa sa mga ideas mo, especially if you're starting a business. So you're gonna be the recruiter, you're gonna be the HR, you're gonna be the supervisor, you're gonna be the employee. So you need to have that strong work ethic to be able to wear all those kind of hats. Okay. Three, positive thinking. Not all of the time business is good, so it has its own ups and down. So you need to be positive. You need to have that focus on your goal. So it's very common, especially let's say yung pandemic, right? So most businesses have closed, are temporarily closed because of the pandemic. But again, some businesses or some business owners still have that positive thinking that even after, or especially right now, na bumabalik na sila. Okay, but of course there's some who already gave up those businesses because of the pandemic. Creativity. So for creativity, it's like innovation, no? So sometimes you have to think of other things. So just an example, Nokia. So back in my time, Nokia was the most popular brand, and in terms sa mga phones, right? But I think the problem was there was a lack of innovation. So they just stick to their current plan, and I think we saw what happened, right? Samsung, iPhone, or Mac took over the mobile phone industry because of innovation. So they had this idea of the smartphones, in which Nokia, I'm not sure if they thought about it or they haven't thought about it. So I think that's who, as a business owner, you need to have that innovation on how to further or continuously improve the product or services that you're selling. Okay, so flexibility, yes. So same with pandemic. There are some business who didn't close during the pandemic because they were flexible and resilient enough to change, directions. So let's say yung mga physical store, right? So they have to close down because of the restrictions. But what they did, if because they're flexible, they have to sell their products online. So that's why it's very important to be flexible if you want to be a successful entrepreneur, and of course integrity. Um, you have got your target market and for your customers, so you need to ensure that the product that you're giving them is the right product that you market, right? So integrity is one of the most important traits that you need to have as a successful entrepreneur. Now, the question here is, which is better, right? So is it being an entrepreneur or being an employee? Actually, there's no better choice. Okay, so that would really um, depends on you. So we should choose the path that is best for us and which suits our strengths and wishes or ambitions. Okay, so there's no better choice. So for Juan, the better choice for him would be being an entrepreneur. For Pedro, the better choice or the best choice for him is to be an employee. So you should ask that question to yourself, depending, considering your ambition, your wishes, your what do you call this, your skills and talents. Me, I'm an employee right now, but I also have some small businesses. So having a business is really hard. So it's like a child. It's like you're having a child or a baby that you have to nurture and watch him, him or her grow. So it's the same with business that you really have to devote most of your time. So just in my own experience, if I spend my time on my business, then the yield or the profit increases. But if I'm too busy with my work, then the profit decreases. So that's how it goes. All right. So again, um, as a choice, no, entrepreneurship can be a choice, but that would really depend on you if you want to be an entrepreneur or to be an employee. But I think my best recommendation is, enjoy the process. Don't wait for your retirement to be happy. Be happy now. Okay, so I think that's it for my slides for today, and I hope you learned something.
Thank you for that, Sir Mark. So I like there's no like better choice. You have to find one that suits you best. And thank you, sir. Thank you. So let's go to the questions. Sir, we have here coming from Carla Fetizanan. What can you say about job mismatch? Becoming the expert in a field that is not your chosen path in college. But because of the large amount of money you are currently receiving, job mismatch takes place most of the time. Even more so, money has become the measure of success. What lessons or advice can you give to those people who think that mismatch is okay?
All right. Thank you for that question, Carlo. No. So yes, it does happen. Job mismatch. So I think it's better if you feel that your job doesn't match your skills, then of course it's time for you to switch job, because of course you will have problems with your bosses because you're not productive. If the job doesn't match your happiness, but it matches your financial needs, then the answer to that question would also come from you. Kung, yeah, I'll continue to work here because of the financial rewards that I get from it. But yung consequence naman niya is I won't be happy, right? So again, it's very subjective, eh? So but it does this happens a lot. So me personally, right? So I'm a nursing graduate. I should be practicing nursing, and of course I love working in a hospital, but again I have to find another way to support my family. So, in which the answer was the BPO industry back then. So, when I transferred to the BPO industry from the start, it's a job mismatch because I wasn't equipped, no, when I was studying to work in the BPO industry, but I have to be flexible and learn again the ropes of how to be successful in the BPO industry. So time will come. If it's skills and talent, then it's up to you if you want to learn the ropes and transition from being this person to that person to fit for that you'd be able to fit for that role. And then, but again, if you're not happy with what you're doing, then the answer is up to you, because if you want to continue this because of the financial rewards, or I want to transfer to another industry or to another job that would make me happy, but again the financial reward is lower, right? But so yun, but again, it's never too late. I think maybe there's some listeners here na old na like 40 plus na, right? But it's never too late to switch to what you want. Okay, there's a lot of successful people who started late, or in their later age, and became successful. You have your own timelines, we have our own timelines. So I guess that's it. So it's subjective siya.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Sir
Carlo.
Mark. My question naman, sir, do you think it's like beneficial if you're a fresh grad to experience being an employee first before you actually become a business owner? Do you think there are benefits to this line of progression?
Yeah, in my personal opinion, yes, definitely. So if you're an entry level, it would be better if you're gonna work first as an employee, because you're gonna learn a lot of things. No, you're gonna learn experiences, initiatives being an employee that you can apply being an entrepreneur. One thing I noticed as well, no, especially with Chinese, with the Chinese community, is that why they're successful, because even, well, I studied in a Chinese school, so most of my classmates, um, since we were kinder, they're already helping out kahit papaano. They have exposure and helping out their parents with their businesses. That's why even after they graduated, they are skilled enough to manage it. But for us, especially if our parents are also employees, then of course we won't have that exposure. So being an entry level employer or being an employee could be that exposure for us to learn the things that we need for us to be successful entrepreneurs. Definitely yes.
Thank you, sir. Question from Migs Gapos. What should be your mindset when starting a business?
Well, I think the first question is why. Why do you want to start this business? Do Is this my passion? So, for example, me, one of my passion is really, let's say, yung isa sa mga gusto kong plan is to have, I love cleaning eh. So for example, if I'm gonna start a janitorial services, then that's my passion. So I would be happy every day to doing that. So I think that should be the first yung mindset mo. And then of course, second is your resources. Ano ba yung andito sa akin na that I need to have in starting this business. So a good plan. So first, the passion on why you want to do this business, and a good plan to make this business successful. And then of course comes the last would be the implementation. So for the mindset, it's your motivation, the why you want to do this. That's your mindset. And again, yung of course during pag once na nag-run na yung business mo is your positive mindset, that you need to be always positive to run your business, because it has its ups and downs. That's a guarantee.
Thank you, sir. Uh, to wrap up everything, this is my final question. An honest question for you, sir. Um, do you think rich people are 100% happier? Hirap, sir, no?
Rich, I really can't. Well, I know a lot of rich people who are not happy, but I also like parang 50% eh. Um, that's a really hard question, huh?
Just wanted to, sir, to share
Yeah,
with your audience na hindi na
being
naman tayo pera-pera.
yeah, being happy is a mindset eh. So you don't need to have riches to be happy. Okay. So I think rich most rich people are happy, but there are poor people that are happy as well, or average people that are happy, because it's a mindset. So even right now, I'm not that rich, but I'm happy with where I am. Okay, so I think the best. I really can't, answer that question for a collective group. Eh. So I have to play
That's
safe.
okay.
So
That's okay, sir. It's
yeah,
a question for everyone to ponder.
yeah, that's why as what I've said earlier, most people wait, especially for employees, they wait for their retirement to do what they want to do. So my recommendation is start now, be happy now. So if you haven't reached that goal yet, be happy with the process. Okay, kumbaga, be in the now. Okay, so if it's something that you really want to do now, then go ahead and do it. So that's it.
100% yes. Thank you, Sir Mark. So to our audience, if you wish to look for Transcom's list of vacancies, the link is jobs180.com. Oh, that's wrong. Jobs180.com slash
Last
Transcom.
transform.
Ayan. So that the link, the one on the screen is wrong. Ayan. So to our audience, thank you again for listening through Sir Mark's presentation. And Sir Mark, thank you again for going through everything that you had to went through just to be here. We really appreciate it, sir. Thank you, sir.
Glad to be here as well. Thank
Thank
you,
you,
and you're
Sir
welcome.
Mark. Have a great day po. Thank you, sir, for sharing. Thank you. Yeah. All right. So again, guys, if you ever want to look at all the vacancies, research the link for JRU, that is schools.jobs180.com slash JRU. So that's where you register for the resume link. That's where you register for the virtual career fair. So kung gusto nyo mag-join sa 27, doon din kayo mag-register. And lastly, dyan nyo din makikita yung vacancies ni ADP, ni CDO, at saka ni Transcom. Yeah. So thank you. Now, to wrap up the event for today, to officially close our session, we'd like to call on Ms. Lorraine R. Parangue, RGC, Director for Guidance and Testing Office, to give us the closing remarks. Lorraine, we'll put you up.
Hi. Hello. Good morning or good afternoon to everyone. Okay. So first, we'd like to thank the support of our Vice President for Academic Affairs, Dr. Miguel M. Carpio, for warm welcome remarks to this event. It inspires us to plan ahead or have goal settings while finishing their degree program. So you also encourage them to have a continuing study for career development after their college. Next to our career speakers, the resource speakers we have right now, we are grateful that you shared your expertise with our graduating students, and perhaps our graduates are also listening right now through our Resilient Career and Placement Facebook page. So they can now create their resume that ensures data security through the resume link. Imagine they can carry their resume in a small card size with their resume link on it. It's very convenient and hassle free. So thank you, Jobs 180, for your resume link platform. I hope that our listeners right now took notes about what to do after the onboarding, such as being observant, keeping a small notebook to write down the learnings from different people, being mindful with the use of words to appear confident and earn professional respect. Having our own brand and a skill inventory so we can enhance our skills. Aside from these, we are reminded that we must have a balance between our professional and family life to minimize burnouts and health problems of physical or mental aspects. A gentle reminder to us that we also have to invest in work life balance, that getting out of balance is a path toward unhappiness. Another professional growth that we can consider now is becoming an entrepreneur while continuing your current career. We can start developing those traits that was shared by Sir Mark, become a successful entrepreneur. These traits are self motivation, strong work ethic, positive thinking, creativity, flexibility, and integrity. We hope that our graduating students will become successful in your career. But before you go to the professional world, let us continue giving you the alagang Rizaliano through the academic development such as career activities. We care for your good education and we also care with your career journey. Please allow me to thank this opportunity to thank our partner industries, Jobs 180, the resource speakers, The GTO staff, Ms. Mac and Ms. Mayan, thank you so much. To our graduating students, alumni, and other listeners, thank you for joining and participating with our webinar today. Have a great day ahead. Stay safe, be healthy, and God bless you all.
Thank you, Mr. Rain, for being with us for this event and for coordinating this event. See you sa April 27 po.
Yes. See you. We are so excited for that event also. Thank you.
All right. So to our audience, again, we are inviting you to sign up for the virtual career fair that we will be hosting for JRU. That will be on April 27 at 9 a.m. Is it 9 a.m.? 9 a.m. So if ever that you want to get interviewed by companies, you want to explore vacancies with other companies, that's join us on that event. Ayan. So please watch out for the next set of webinars that we are hosting this week and next week. We will be the evaluation link is on the screen, and we'll also put it on the comment section. Ayan. So please don't forget to evaluate. Please do it within the day. This serves as your attendance. Ayan, for this event lang. Attendance for this event. This evaluation form is controlled by the Guidance and Testing Office. So if ever na hindi niyo siya ma-access at the end of the day or maybe tomorrow or later, please get in touch with your guidance counselors because we do not have control of this form. Ayan. So to our viewers, again, we are inviting you to the webinars that we are hosting this week and next week. So we will be posting the topics on our Facebook page. If ever you're interested to join in any of those sessions, okay lang, sama lang kayo. Feel free to join in any of those sessions. So to our viewers, again, thank you and have a great afternoon. Congratulations. Stay safe.
Change. It happens when you least expect it, but also when you embrace it. At Accenture, we help the world's biggest brands thrive through change. Our people combine technology and creativity, expertise and experience, learning and collaboration, passion and purpose to make a difference for our clients, their customers, our company, and our communities. Behind every great change is a great human. Bring your skills, your curiosity, and your true self to your work every day. Let's do incredible things. Let's deliver on the promise of technology and human ingenuity.